Ready to break into a rewarding career? Elwood National Forge can help. Elwood National Forge produces critical defense-rated parts to all branches of the United States military, meaning each day our employees are doing their part to support the men and women protecting our country. With multiple positions currently available and several career paths to choose from, Elwood National Forge offers on-site and on-the-job training, competitive pay and benefits, including 401k and insurance that start the date of hire, paid time off, and long-term job security. We'd love to support you in building a career. To learn more about becoming part of the Elwood National Forge family, visit enfjobs.com.
For all your automotive needs, look no further than the Warren Tire Center. From new tires to tire repairs, PA state inspections, wheel alignments, and auto detailing, there's so much more that we can do for you, and there's no reason to go anywhere but the Warren Tire Center in Warren, Pennsylvania. With over 40 years of serving the Warren and surrounding communities, it's always been a great day at the Warren Tire Center. We offer same-day service and walk-ins are welcome. Open Monday through Friday from 7:30 a.m. to 5 p.m., the Warren Tire Center can be reached at 814-723-8050 and on the web at warrentirecenter.com.
You've got dreams. Might even be something big. Imagine what you could do with the right solutions. Secured against evolving threats and set up to make the right decisions faster. At Acrisure, we help protect and grow everything you've worked so hard to build. We are the brightest people using the best of technology. We are an extraordinary advantage for you. We are Acrisure.
Here at the Warren County Chamber of Business and Industry, we like to focus on our community and help our local businesses expand and succeed.
Why join WCCBI? Not only do we offer a way for local businesses to grow and prosper, but we also provide business development, community involvement, and member benefits.
Becoming a member of WCCBI includes benefits such as networking and ribbon cutting.
Become a member or to see additional information, visit WCCBI.org today.
With locations in Shippenville and Tionesta, Tionesta Builder Supply is a full-service home improvement center specializing in everything you need to build or remodel your home. From power tools and accessories to paint and sundries and general hardware merchandise, Tionesta Builders has everything you need to get your project done quickly. Find out more at tionestabuilders.us and like them on Facebook.
At AGI Industries in Clarendon, our state-of-the-art fabrication facility brings your custom-engineered products to life. With cutting-edge machinery and skilled professionals, we deliver precision-crafted solutions tailored to your needs. From trench box and storage container rentals to sandblasting, refurbishing, and painting equipment, plus expert metal fabrication, compressor stations, filters, separators, ASME vessels, and pig loaders, AGI Industries is your one-stop shop for quality and innovation. Call 814-728-6050 for more information or to secure a rental.
When it's your special day, we know you want everything to be just perfect. That's why at the Allegheny Grill in Foxburg, we spared no expense in creating our new indoor-outdoor wood-framed event center with waterfalls, gorgeous views of the Allegheny River, a fire pit, and plenty of parking. The Allegheny Grill in Foxburg will take care of everything from catering to bartending, so all you have to do is bring the fun. We do it all for your wedding, anniversary party, corporate event, and so much more. One look at our new facility and we know you'll fall in love. And remember, the view is always free at the Allegheny Grill in Foxburg, PA.
The Rockets come in search of their first win of the season, while the Dragons want to send the home fans happy, the home fans home happy for the first time in 3 years. Warren hosts Titusville in a District 10 matchup, next on your daily local, the YDL Sports Network.
Providing in-depth audio, video, and written coverage of high school and small college sports across Western Pennsylvania. The YDL Sports Network. If you love sports, this is the place to be.
A very pleasant good evening to you, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to high school football on your daily local on the YDL Sports Network. This is the Casella pregame show. Fans are an essential part of any team. Visit Casella.com to join our team today. Casella, our people, your team. Our game stream tonight is powered by Oil Country Crates. Your products, our protection, oilcountrycrates.com. You're on the Warren Tire Center drive to the game. Warren Tire Center, make sure you get to the game in comfort. Give them a call, 814-723-8050. It's always a great day at Warren Tire Center. Welcome into the AGI Industries Storage Containers broadcast booth. Brian Hagberg, Cody Elms with you on your daily local, the YDL Sports Network. AGI Industries is your one-stop shop for quality and innovation. Call 814-728-6050 for more information or to secure a rental. And Cody, it should be an interesting one here this evening. Titusville coming off a couple of years where they saw a lot of success, especially a season ago. Comes into this one still searching for their first win of the year. Had a lot of turnover, did the Rockets here from last season, and still trying to find their stride. But they have had a couple of close losses so far this season.
Yeah, exactly. Both these teams are in sort of a similar situation this year. Young guys turnover and trying to just get back on the right track in a lot of different areas. But Titusville being 0-4, Warren being 1-3, I would almost throw those records out tonight. I think that it's going to be an even matchup, and Titusville is going to be looking for their first win, and we'll see if Warren can repeat what they did in Franklin and get their second win of the season.
The last time these two teams met, September 20th last year, it was a 56-0 Titusville victory. Ian McDonald threw for 235 yards, 4 touchdowns. Jackson Covell ran for 205 and 3 scores, and the Rockets held the Dragons to just 85 total yards for the game. But again, McDonald's no longer here. Covell's no longer here. A lot of the guys up front no longer here for the Rockets, and they're facing a Warren team that's got a different mentality than what the Dragons have had for the past couple of years. Had the privilege of having Wyatt Stearns come on our volleyball broadcast the last couple of weeks and just kind of chatting them up about how things are going, what the team mentality is coming in, and they understand the potential for what's at stake here and how much a win, especially a home win, can kind of change the trajectory of the season.
Yeah, absolutely. And whatever head coach Chris Korbar is doing this season, these kids have bought into it, and they seem to be in it not just for the season, but I think they're in it with the vision of building a strong program. And when you can get young athletes to buy into building a program, it makes all those milestones mean so much more to them. So we talked last week with against Cathedral Prep about getting first downs and things like that and baby steps, and some people might not quite grasp what that means. But when you're trying to build a program against and you're facing a team like Cathedral Prep, that's huge. That's stuff that next year you can say, okay, we got this many yards. Now we're going to double it because we got the same guys. We got the same running back in the backfield, the same quarterback. Let's try to double it. Let's try to get some more points on the board. And I think that they've bought into that, and that's kudos to Chris Korbar for getting them to this point so far mentally.
Well, and we talked about Titusville as one of those teams. Yeah, they're 0-4, but they had a 1-point loss to Girard in week 2, and that was you talk about an offensive fireworks display. I believe it was 56-55 was the final in that one. Last week they lost in double overtime to Conneaut, the same Conneaut team that defeated Warren by 42 in the opener here down in Conneaut a few weeks ago. So you got to think Titusville comes into this one confident that they can secure their first victory tonight.
Yeah, the two matchups where both teams have played them, Conneaut and then Corey, Titusville's fared better against both, slightly better against Corey than Warren with 10 points, and Warren got shut out in that game. But, this will be a tell-all for where these teams stand, because it can be, those scores sometimes can be a little misleading as well, because you get some of those garbage points at the end of the game and whatnot. But there's one thing is for sure that Titusville has scored double digits in every game they've played, and Warren has only scored double digits in one. So Titusville seems to be putting more points on the board, whether it's at the end of the game or the beginning of the game. They seem to be getting in the end zone a little bit more. Warren's going to have to pay attention to their offense and shut that down.
All right, we're going to take a quick break. We'll be back with more of the Casella pregame show right here on your daily local, the YDL Sports Network.
Here in Warren County, Seneca Generation delivers more than electricity. We provide clean, reliable power, and we're proud to call this community home. Our team is committed to giving back, supporting local programs, and helping create opportunities that make a difference for families, schools, and neighborhoods. Because powering homes means empowering lives. Seneca Generation, powering your home, empowering our community.
Icy Ink Screen Printing and Embroidery offers screen printing and embroidery on apparel as well as on cool gear like backpacks, window decals, and engraved tumblers. We also specialize in team, business, and organization fundraisers. Check out our Icebox stores online at icyinc.com or give us a call at 814-688-0034. Let's meet, drink coffee, and design some cool shirts. Be cool, wear Icy.
If you're ready to buy or sell your home, then stop in at 4234 Market Street to let one of the agents at Howard Hanna Professionals help. Our friendly and knowledgeable agents can help you find the key to your dream home. Looking for a new career? Howard Hanna Professionals can help there too. Howard Hanna Professionals will assist new and experienced agents with the startup fees for an exciting career in real estate. Call Katrina Laurie at 814-726-2000 for more information.
We think Ross Background Insurance is a place for you and for your family, for your individuals, for your businesses, because we want to be your insurance advisor. We're local. We're knowledgeable. We have contracts with all different insurance carriers to customize and fit the right insurance program for your needs. We're here. You can come sit down with us, talk to us one-on-one, sit across from the kitchen table, sit across from our desks, and we can give you good insurance advice, how you can save money, where you don't want to save money and skimp out on coverage. And so we're there to help balance that and give you good insurance advice, good risk management advice. So after you have a claim disaster, you can have confidence that your family, your businesses, your cars, your assets are best protected.
Make 2025 the year you take the next step in your career with the Clinical Medical Assistant Program or Professional Development Seminars at the Warren Forest High Ed Council. Learn how to make college affordable at the Financial Aid Seminar or grow your personal skill set with Fall Country Brunch and Event Planning Made Easy classes. Go to high-ed.org or call 814-723-3222 to register. The Warren Forest High Ed Council, your access to lifelong learning.
Welcome back to the Casella pregame show. We're just about 15 minutes away from the opening kickoff here as Warren is getting set to host Titusville in a District 10 non-region matchup, Cody. I mean, this is, we kind of go back a ways, but Titusville and Warren, part of the old TCAC. I mean, they still meet almost every year. Yeah. Haven't had that in a long time. Yeah. But Titusville was always one of those teams that you knew it was a league opponent. You knew it was always going to be a big game, and like I said, they meet fairly regularly. I think they've met every year for at least the last 3 years. But does it kind of lose the luster a little bit that it's not a league game anymore?
I don't. Maybe a little bit as far as. When you're talking playoffs and things like that. But then you get a season like this where you have a 1-3 Warren against an 0-4 Titusville, and what you lose in postseason competition, you're gaining in pride where we're at as a program. And I think both these teams kind of from similar size communities, and so. I maybe it lost a little bit of luster in one direction, but I think it's gained it in the other. And let's face it, well, how good is Warren going to feel if they can walk away from this 2-3, and the team that beat them 54-0 last year, they're able to keep winless.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, for sure. There's definitely a lot of pride factor going on with that one. And, we talked about a little bit ago, Titusville having a whole lot of turnover. Gone is quarterback Ian McDonald, gone is quarterback Jackson Covell, or not quarterback, running back. And a lot of other major contributors from that season the Rockets had a year ago. But offensively, they've found some things. I mean, Brody Sellen at quarterback is completing 40 of his 66 passes, almost 500 yards, has 4 touchdowns, but the 6 interceptions. So it's that touchdown to turnover ratio. How do you get that corrected? And Jaden O'Neal's filled in nicely for Covell at running back, 80 carries, 430 yards, and 4 scores so far. And Blake Ross catching the ball, has 15 receptions, 162 yards, and a touchdown.
Yeah, they definitely have some talent. They're when a team is so successful offensively, then those kids graduate and there's that turnover. Sometimes that drop off can be like, oh man, what happened? But you got to look at it from a different perspective. Are they still finding success on offense? Maybe that bar was set a little too high by the talent that you had. And I think I get into it a little bit deeper when we get to the players to watch later. But Jaden O'Neal is huge for this offense, and he needs to, and I think he will make a big impact tonight.
Well, and one of the things we'll want to keep an eye on is when Warren picked up that win at Franklin a couple of weeks ago, it was the defense really that kind of catapulted them. You mentioned that's the only game so far this season where they scored multiple touchdowns. But the defense, Franklin marched inside the Dragons 25 5 times in that game. The defense came up with big stops. Last week against Cathedral Prep, didn't quite have the same success. Didn't really expect that to happen. Right. But when you give up multiple 60-yard touchdown plays to an offense like that, you've got to figure out a way to find some kind of middle ground there where, okay, maybe you give up some yards, but you can't give up those big explosives.
Yeah, the classic bend don't break.
Yeah.
And last week was a very, very tall task for that defense of the Dragons. I think this is a little bit more manageable of a game, a little more manageable of an offense to try to contain, and you certainly could apply bend don't break into this situation. Don't bite as hard. Maybe take it a little bit more cautious at the line of scrimmage, and read the play and play your defense. And when you're playing against a team like Cathedral Prep, you're trying to make a big play because if you can force a turnover, that's probably the only way you're going to stop them. So I think we're going to see a much different look from the defense, not necessarily effort-wise. I think they put forth a lot of effort last week, but I think it's just they're going to find more success this week.
Well, and on the flip side, Titusville comes in allowing almost 40 points per game so far this season, and if you're the Warren offense, you're looking for a game to maybe kind of find your stride, find your identity. This may be the one where you're able to do that. So far this season, Parker Kaiser, who stepped in, the freshman at quarterback, is 8 of 24 passing for 89 yards, 3 interceptions so far this season. Aiden Corbett's seen some success on the ground, 46 carries, 184 yards, and a touchdown. Aiden Egger, 27 carries, 122 yards in a score. And we saw late in that game last week against Cathedral Prep, Kaiser taking some shots and trying to air it out. And he did connect on a 30-plus yarder with Chris Orth late in the game that set up the Warren touchdown. Do you expect to see them maybe try to take some of those shots earlier in the game?
I do. I certainly do, and I think they need to. You were talking about points. Both these teams, ironically, through 4 weeks, their opponents have scored 159 points. However, the only difference is Titusville scored 95 and Warren scored 19.
Yeah.
So I think they know they need to put points on the board, and I think the only way to do that is grind, and then take that shot. Yeah. You got to draw that defense in and then take that shot. Kaiser, he throws a beautiful ball, and he's getting more accurate the more playing time he's getting. He's getting more comfortable in the pocket. He's certainly not running for his life all the time or anything like that. A lot of things that you see from a freshman quarterback.
Right.
He looks very comfortable back there for a freshman quarterback.
Yeah. Well, and you mentioned Titusville scored 95 points cumulatively for the season. 55 of those came in that one game against Girard, but but still, again, they found ways to move the ball and punch it into the end zone, which is probably the most important thing. We saw Warren move the ball at times against Conneaut, just couldn't finish drives until the second half of that game. So we'll see what the offense has in store later on this evening. We'll be back with our players to watch and keys to the game. It's high school football on your daily local, the YDL Sports Network.
Founded in 1978 and headquartered in Warren, Pennsylvania General Energy has become a leading oil and natural gas producer in the Appalachian Basin. PGE is a proud and growing organization making positive contributions to the region's economy and environment. We are equally proud of our commitment to safety and environmental programs. PGE is a strong, family-oriented company that believes in giving back to the communities in which we live, work, and play. PGE, producing the energy we need, protecting the environment we treasure.
Allegheny Electric Service of St. Mary's has been providing industrial and commercial electrical solutions for over 35 years. They offer complete design, build, installation, and maintenance of automated systems for a variety of industries. Allegheny Electric designs and installs wiring and lighting for any size project, big or small. And when you find yourself in a jam, they'll get your machine or facility back up and running in no time. Call Allegheny Electric Service at 814-781-1940 or visit AlleghenyElectric.com. Looking for affordable auto, home, and life insurance? Look no further than Allstate Insurance, the David Jones Agency in Clarion and Meadville. At the David Jones Agency, you get personalized attention from someone who lives where you do. The David Jones Agency meets you where you are. They are available during regular business hours, Monday through Friday at their office, via appointment at the office after hours, or remotely. The David Jones Agency also offers investment opportunities, including annuities and IRAs. The David Jones Agency can be reached in Clarion at 814-223-4000 and in Meadville at 814-337-5107. Whether retirement is just around the corner or years away, John Bongiovanni, Lucas Slazak, and Adam Jack of Generational Wealth Management in Erie and Bradford are here for you. John, a Forbes-recognized best-in-state wealth advisor, Lucas and Adam provide customized investment advisory solutions and retirement planning services. Generational Wealth Management offers world-class investment services and internationally recognized insurance products from Northwestern Mutual, an industry leader. The Generational Wealth Management team provides a high level of expertise and service to their professional and business clients. Contact the Erie office at 814-651-0838 or the Bradford office at 814-368-4065 or check them out online at gwm.nm.com.
Discover radiant beauty with Healing Beauty by KJ. Our natural, cruelty-free skincare line harnesses the power of nature to nourish and rejuvenate your skin. From hydrating serums to soothing creams, find your perfect routine. Shop now at shophealingbeauty.com for exclusive offers and free shipping on orders over $50. Healing Beauty by KJ. Glow naturally. Shine beautifully.
Welcome back to the Casella pregame show. Brian Hagberg and Cody Elms with you in the AGI Industry Storage Containers broadcast booth here at War Memorial Field. Just about 6 minutes away from opening kickoff between Warren and Titusville. Want to let you know our scoreboard tonight is brought to you by Rouse. Rouse is caring for generations. Visit rouse.org to find out more. And our board is powered by Seneca Generation. Seneca Generation, powering your home, empowering our community. And Cody, let's take a look now at our Warren County Chamber of Business and Industry players to watch. Find out what the Chamber Advantage is all about at wccbi.org.
Players to watch for the Warren Dragons, Aiden Corbett. He has 46 carries, 184 yards, and a touchdown. Those aren't huge numbers, but the sophomore running back doesn't need to put on a highlight show tonight. I think his greatest contribution to the Dragons will be getting those tough yards on short yardage to keep those drives alive and keep that Rockets offense off the field. Corbett just needs to be reliable and steady, and I think he can significantly help the Dragons let the rest of their offense finish the drives off. On the Titusville side, as mentioned earlier, Jaden O'Neal. He has a combined 501 yards and 5 touchdowns. He holds the Rockets' longest run, 58 yards, longest reception, 53 yards. He accounts for 45% of their offensive yardage, almost 40% of their points. O'Neal, he's a dual threat running back and receiver. that he can make it a long night for the Dragons if he's able to get going early.
All right, those were our WCCBI players to watch. Find out more at WCCBI.org. Let's take a look now at our Howard Hanna Professionals keys to the game. Howard Hanna Professionals can help you get the keys to a new home. Call 814-726-2000 or visit howardhannaprofessionals.com.
The Titusville keys to the game. The Dragons have been outscored 159-19 through 4 weeks thus far. However, that offense is starting to show glimpses of life with Parker Kaiser and Aiden Corbett. Titusville needs to come into this game with that same approach and mentality they did against Conneaut and not take Warren lightly. At the end of the day, the Dragons have a win. The Rockets have a couple of close losses, so they need to fight like an underdog and shut Warren down early. On the Warren side, they got to score points. As we said before, they have been wildly outscored this season, giving up over 40 in 3 different games while scoring double digits just once. The Dragons need to find the end zone. Last week against Cathedral Prep, we were saying that they needed to start with a first down and go from there. Tonight, baby steps are not going to cut it. Titusville has put 95 up this season, almost 5 times more than Warren has.
Those were our Howard Hanna Professional keys to the game. Call 814-726-2000 or visit howardhannaprofessionals.com. That'll just about do it for the Casella pregame show. We're going to take a quick break. We'll be back with first quarter action for you. Warren hosts Titusville live from War Memorial Field when we come back.
Golfing at one of the prettiest golf courses around is what you get when you play around at Hunter Station Golf Club just outside of Tonesta. Located in the Allegheny Mountains with a spectacular view of the Allegheny River, Hunter Station offers something for everyone. The rolling hills of the front 9, coupled with a back 9 situated along the banks of the Allegheny River, create some of the best views in all of northwestern PA. And when you're done with your round, enjoy a delicious meal or a cold drink in our restaurant and bar. Looking for a place to stay? Hunter Station has you covered there too with play and stay packages. Find out more at hunterstation.com. Need plumbing, heating, or air conditioning services in Western PA? Then call Luton's Plumbing, Heating, and Air Conditioning in Clarion today at 814-226-8695. At Luton's Plumbing, Heating, and Air Conditioning, we believe that a service-oriented business like ours should give you quality care and a quick response time. That's why we stand on our promise, offering you reliable 24-hour service that gets your job done right when you need it. We can also be found on the web at lutonsplumbing.com. Again, that number is 814-226-8695. Craft beer, craft food, craft service. You get it all and more at Station 101 in DuBois. Whether it's a relaxing evening with friends at Cozy Family Dinner or that special night out with someone unforgettable, Station 101 is the place where memories are made. Dive into a new American culinary journey where every bite is made with premium, farm-fresh ingredients. Quench your thirst with our impressive craft beer lineup, 12 brews on tap, over 120 bottles to explore. From the first sip to the last bite, Station 101 delivers an experience that's anything but ordinary. Station 101 in DuBois, PA, crafted for you.
Have a fender bender? We can mender at Park Avenue Motor Car. Bring your vehicle to Ron and the crew at Park Avenue Motor Car, 7 South Carver Street in Warren, or call 814-726-9728. Park Avenue Motor Car, proudly serving Warren County for 30 years.
Wise Eyes of DuBois and St. Mary's are premier eye care facilities here in our Tri-County area. Their offices and eye care team are dedicated to providing excellence in patient care, eye education, and optical services. Dr. Greg Lineski is a leader in clinical eye care involving eye and vision disorders. Dr. Lineski takes the time to explain the results of your eye exam, describes your options, and listens to your eye care needs. Because maintaining good eye health is an ongoing partnership at Wise Eyes of DuBois and St. Mary's.
Are you transporting steel or other unique products? Then you need to check out Oil Country Crates. Oil Country Crates supplies certified wood crates or pallets for shipping steel and other products. Oil Country Crates can ship crates throughout the United States and overseas as well, thanks to their ISPM 15 inspection stamp. Oil Country Crates is dedicated to providing prompt and reliable services to all of its customers while abiding to all shipping regulations. Find out more at oilcountrycrates.com. Oil Country Crates, your products, our protection.
The Warren Dragon Marching Band wrapping up the national anthem here as we are just about set for the opening kickoff. As the Dragons are down in their end zone, getting set to come onto the field. The marching band makes its way off the field before they're over to accompany the Dragons onto the field here. We'll be just about set to get underway. And lots of cowbells, lots of vuvuzelas, I think is how you say that, Cody.
They sound like big kazoos. But whatever they are, they work.
A good home crowd here tonight, and they're excited about the opportunity for this Warren team to pick up its second win of the season. And
and you got to be honest with yourself a little bit when you look at Warren's schedule. There are some games that are going to be opportunities for a win, and other games that are opportunities to see where you stand against some of the better teams in District 10. This is one of those opportunities where Warren has probably circled on their schedule. This is an opportunity for us to have a W. So I think the fans know it. I'm sure the coaching staff believes it, and the players believe it. And on the Rockets side, they probably have this game circled as their opportunity to get their first win of the season.
Our view of the field tonight is brought to you by Venango County. There's always something to see and do in Venango County, venangocountypas.gov. Captains are at midfield for the ceremonial coin toss. And Titusville will receive the opening kick, so we'll see that Rockets offense on the field to get things started. Well, our first quarter tonight is brought to you by Elwood National Forge. It's never too soon nor too late to set another goal or dream another dream. If now is the time for you, Elwood National Forge can help. With multiple positions currently available and several career paths to choose from, Elwood National Forge offers on-site and on-the-job training, competitive pay and benefits, including a 401k and insurance to start the date of hire, paid time off, and long-term job security. To learn more about becoming part of the Elwood National Forge family, visit enfjobs.com. Tonight's game is also being brought to you in part by the Lander Hope Clinic, medical care for your whole family. Call 814-593-0011 or visit landerhopeclinic.com to request an appointment. And something out of the gate here, Cody, looking down on the sidelines, it looks like Tage Wyman is not dressed here this evening, so that's going to be a loss in the kicking game that handles a lot of the kicking and punting duties for the Dragons. So now it'll be Charlie Blum kicking off.
And it might be, Charlie Blum getting some of those passes that Wyman gets, the looks that he gets.
And it's taken at the 4 and brought out to the 30-yard line. That was number 7, Alex Hartshorn on the return for Titusville. And the Rockets will start at their own 30. But there's, hold on, maybe there's a flag down on the field. And it is a hold against Titusville. So, no, they will not start on their own 30. Let's see how far back they move the Rockets here. All right, so it'll be 1st and 10 from the Titusville 20. This is Brody Sellen in the gun. Empty set to start this one. He's got O'Neal in the slot, sends Adam Reynolds in motion. And now O'Neal goes at the same time, and a flag's down as they are both in motion at the same time. And not a great start to this one if you're Titusville.
No, not at all. You've already lost 15 yards before you've taken a snap.
So that'll back him up to the 15. And if you're the Warren defense, that gives you a little breathing room here to try to make something happen early on.
Yeah, you wonder if they're gonna where you normally wouldn't send the house on the first play if you're this is an opportunity.
So Sellen now puts Reynolds in motion again. And Sellen's going to keep it himself, and not much there. Gain of maybe a yard. We'll bring up a second down and 14. And now Sellen sends O'Neill to the far side, has Reynolds and Michael Culpepper split out to the near side. And they send O'Neill in motion. He cuts back. The give is to O'Neill. And finds a little space on the right side and gets out to the 20, maybe to the 21. So O'Neill gets back to the original line of scrimmage. Well, the post-penalty original line of scrimmage, and then a yard. So it's a Luton's Plumbing, Heating, and Air Conditioning third down and 9 for the Rockets. And right now, Sellen's got O'Neill with him in the backfield. Reynolds and Culpepper split to the near side. And Sellen looking to throw. Has some time. He's got a man wide open at the 40 is Reynolds. And Reynolds out to the 49-yard line. 29-yard pickup before Blum brings Reynolds down. And that's kind of what we were talking about in the pregame, Cody, is got to stop those explosives.
Yeah, and Titusville likely scouted that as well, that they're able to, maybe pick on the secondary a little bit.
Rockets up to the line quickly. That's a Titusville Builder Supply first down for the Rockets. Out near midfield at their own 49. O'Neill currently the sidecar to Sellen's left. And the give is to O'Neill off the right side. He's got a lot of space. O'Neill has a first down. The ball comes out late, but I think it went out of bounds. And that's looks like where they're spotting it is still enough for a Ty Nesta Builder Supply first down. This drive being built by Ty Nesta Builder Supply with locations at Ty Nesta, Shippensville, online TyNestaBuilders.us. So the Rockets now into Warren territory at the Dragons 40. There's Hartshorn, Reynolds, and Culpepper split to the near side. O'Neill, the sidecar to Sellen's left. They fake to him. Throw. Reynolds again with the catch. Evades a tackle. Gets out to the 35 before being run out of bounds around the 34, 33-yard line. Call it a pickup of 6. Makes it 2nd and 4. And the passing game so far, Cody, has been done very well for Titusville. Not able to get too much going in the run game. As Reynolds goes in motion. Sellen wasn't ready for the snap. And he's able to fall on it, though. It could have been disastrous.
Very, very lucky.
8:45 left, Elwood National Forge first quarter, and that's a waste of a down there for Titusville, and a loss of 4 yards makes it 3rd down and 8 at the Warren 38. Rockets need to get to the 30. Though I would imagine this is 4-down territory.
Yeah, that's what I was just about to say, Brian.
We've been doing this too long, man.
I think so.
So O'Neill in the backfield with Sellen. 3 receivers split to the far side. And Sellen gives to O'Neill, and O'Neill's got some space. He's going to be just shy of the first down.
O'Neill pushing over his own offensive lineman to get an extra yard on that.
So it's going to be 4th and a yard here, and a big 4th down early in the Elwood National Forge first quarter, just under 8 minutes to go. as Titusville is marching. And, if this were the NFL, certain team. Sorry.
Oh, boy.
And Sellen gives to O'Neal. He's hitting the backfield. I don't know that he got it.
He looks short.
He is short based on the mark. What a stop by the Warren defense. And I believe that was Wyatt Stearns and Alex Wilkins in on the stop for the Dragons. Huge turnover on downs early in this one.
Should have went with that tush push.
See?
That's why they do it.
Yep.
But in all reality, that play just took a half a second too long to develop. And if you had a QB keeper there, I think you might have been able to sneak it out.
So Warren takes over at its own 31, 7:27 to play. Elwood National Forge first quarter. Kaiser under center. Gives to Corbett. He's swallowed up in the backfield. That was number 55, Jaron Vroman. Came into this one as the Rockets' leading tackler. It's his 34th stop on the season. And that was a loss of 3 on the play. Makes it second down and 13. So Chris Orth split to the near side. Bobby Zinger, the up back. Corbett, the deep man. Kaiser under center. Pitches to Corbett. Tries to pick up a block and gets some of that lost yardage back, but it will be a Luton's Plumbing, Heating, and Air Conditioning third down and long for the Dragons. When you get backed up on third and long, call Luton's Plumbing, Heating, and Air Conditioning to get you moving again. Visit them online, lutonsplumbing.com.
Yeah, as before the game, we were talking about Kaiser, his passes, throws a good ball, getting a little more accurate, a little more comfortable, but you really want to try to avoid third and long, especially this early on in the game.
It's 3rd and 11. Dragons need to get to the 41. Kaiser in the gun, looking to throw. Under pressure, rolls, fires, and low. And it is a catch for Aiden Corbett at the 44-yard line, and it's a Tionesta Builder Supply first down for the Dragons. And that's that maturation you were talking about, Cody. Kaiser felt some pressure, didn't lose his head, rolled, found his receiver, Corbett out of the backfield, and it's a big first down.
Yeah, very mature and very focused quarterback play from Kaiser thus far this season.
5:44 to play. Elwood National Forge first quarter, no score. Warren and Titusville. Dragons have their first down of the game. Corbett takes the ball, gets across the 45 to the 47-yard line. Make it a 3-yard pickup for Corbett. We'll bring up a second down and 7.
And these are the carries that Corbett just needs to have 2-3 yards, get it to 3rd and short, and then let Kaiser make a play, or at least gives you options where the defense can't commit to one play or the other.
And pitch to Corbett, off right side, that's Aiden Egger, and a flag comes in late at the end of the play, and its initial indication is it's against Warren. I believe this is going to be a hold against the Dragons, but it was out near the 50. Yeah, it is a hold against Warren. So you're going to replay second down. And the ball goes back to the 40, so it'll be a 2nd and 14 coming up here for Warren. And so just like that, they're right back in that 2nd and long situation they found themselves in earlier in this possession.
Yeah, and right here, you just try to cut that in half.
And the give to the up man is Blum. Oh, excuse me, that's 44, not 14. My apologies.
That's going to be on the Rockets. I believe they called him dragging his foot across the running back's face mask as he was still down.
So Zach Barnes picks up 2 yards. More than that is a personal foul against Titusville. And that's going to give Warren a Ty Nesta Builder Supply first down. And so now Warren is in Titusville territory at the Rockets 43. So it's Barnes and Egger in the backfield now. Kaiser under center. Give his to Egger. Going to try the left side, and not much there. And he gets slammed to the ground after the whistle, and the flag comes in. Couple of them. And
you were asking prior to this game if this meant something, more or less. It seems like there's a little bit of tension down there.
And that's his second straight personal foul against the Rockets. And suddenly now Warren is going to be in striking distance. And I believe that was O'Neal on the tackle, looking a little Brian Dawkins-esque there with the German suplex at the end of the.
And I'm going to say this, and I'm not condoning what he did, because that was a very, belly-to-back suplexes aren't allowed. But I'm surprised that play went on as long as it did.
Yeah.
It seemed like everybody was kind of anticipating an early whistle.
And Warren has taken its first timeout of the half. It's a Ross Becker Insurance timeout for the Dragons. Ross Becker Insurance Group, with locations in Corey, Northeast, and Seneca, strives to deliver a personal and beneficial experience to its customers while providing a great place to work for its valued team members. Team Ross Becker, that's Ross Becker. And Warren with a golden opportunity here. A couple of personal foul penalties against the Rockets have the Dragons at the Titusville 28. 4:14 to play. Elwood National Forge first quarter. Quick moving first quarter.
It has been, and you would hate to see Warren come away from this basically free opportunity, 30 yards and penalties. Certainly, not taking the toll on your running backs and stuff. You're hoping that they can come away with points from this and take advantage of it. These sorts of gifts don't typically happen throughout the game.
So it's a Ty Nesta Builder Supply first down via the penalty for the Dragons. This drive being built by Ty Nesta Builder Supply, TyNestaBuilders.us. And it is 1st and 10 at the Titusville 28. And Kaiser now in the gun and looking, rolls. Now looking for space, and he's going to get taken down from behind. That was Vroman again on the sack for Titusville, and it's a loss of 4 yards. We'll make it 2nd down and 14. And, and again, this is kind of signs of a young team still trying to find its identity. You get a couple of positive steps forward, you take a negative step backwards.
Yeah, and that's all part of the growth process. Parker Kaiser was trying to, buy some time to find his open man, but forgot about his backside.
Yeah. Well, I think he was looking for a lane. He just couldn't find it. The pitch to Corbett. Corbett picks up a block and gets down to the 30, maybe the 29 before he's wrestled down. And they're going to spot him at the 30, so it will be 3rd down and 12. Another Luton's Plumbing, Heating, Air Conditioning, 3rd down and long. And again, Cody, got to think this is 4-down territory for the. Blum's got a leg on him. I mean, if you get 5, 6, 7 yards, do you think about the field goal here?
I think if you cut it in half, you go for it on 4th. I don't know. I think they're going to go for it on 4th either way, to be honest with you, Brian. This early in the game, I think they want to set a tone.
This is Barnes and Corbett in the eye. Kaiser looking to throw, rolls. Still looking, has some space in front of him, turns the corner, but he's caught and dragged down from behind. And that time it was Coy Campbell. I think he needed to make that decision a step sooner to turn the corner. Gained about 2 yards there. It's 4th and 10. Right back at the 28. And you called it, Cody. They're going to keep the offense on the field here. And so now it's the Rockets defense chance to stand tall here on a 4th down with 2 minutes to go. Elwood National Forge first quarter.
Yeah, because in actuality, you know, are you convinced that your punter is going to kick it to the one and it's going to go out? You're going to put them deep. They're probably going to be right back where you're at, anyways.
So Tommaso Clemente ran on late. They pitched to Corbett. And Corbett tries to turn the corner, and he's going to be wrestled down at the 20, but I think he's going to be a yard shy of the first down. He needed to get to the 19 and only made it to the 20. And so it's a turnover on downs for Titusville.
And credit to Chris Orth, though, on that play, the wide receiver. He was doing a heck of a job blocking. It just, there were too many defenders over there. But there for a split second, Corbett did have an avenue, but it closed pretty quickly.
Well, where they spotted the ball, he needed about another half a yard, and I thought maybe he fell down on top of the defender. If he'd have been able to roll, they might have picked it up. But nonetheless, it's a first down for Titusville, right back at their own 20. Selling with O'Neal to his right. 2 receivers split to the right. Sends Hartshorn in motion. They give to O'Neal, trying to pick his way through the line, and he does. And O'Neal down the sideline, one man to beat, a big stiff arm, and then O'Neal's wrestled out of bounds. But that was a huge run for O'Neal. Gets 32 yards. I'm going to say he ran out of bounds at the Warren 48, so a 32-yard run on first down for O'Neal. Has the Rockets right back in Warren territory. Yeah, that's 90 seconds to go in the Elwood National Forge first quarter.
And after those back-to-back penalties, and that kind of gets your sideline a little unfocused there. That's a good way to reset.
So O'Neal tries the right side, and not much there this time. Actually may have lost a yard. Again, Wilkins, I think, in on the stop for the Dragons. And they say he did get back to half a yard loss. Yeah. So it'll be second down and long either way.
O'Neal so far, 6 carries, 54 yards.
Final minute of play, Elwood National Forge first quarter. Rockets trying to take advantage of their defensive stand. A high snap to get it. Give it to O'Neal. Going to try the right side, and he fights his way through.
And the way that ball was, it was a high snap that was bobbing a little bit, and then O'Neal kind of ran into it. That could have been disastrous. So to get anything positive out of that is definitely a step in the right direction.
Hayden Raphael on the stop for Warren. It's a 3rd down and 9 coming up. And the play clock and the game clock are in sync. So I think Titusville is going to have to get one more snap off here before the end of the Elwood National Forge first quarter. It is a Luton's Plumbing, Heating, and Air Conditioning 3rd and long. And Selling fakes, looking to throw. Under pressure. Escapes, fires, has a man wide open down the sideline. It is caught. That was number 4, Jimmy Becker, on the reception. Down to the Warren 22. And that is the end of the Elwood National Forge first quarter. Through 12 minutes of play, no score. Warren and Titusville's high school football on your daily local, the YDL Sports Network.
Ready to break into a rewarding career? Elwood National Forge can help. Elwood National Forge produces critical defense-rated parts to all branches of the United States military, meaning each day our employees are doing their part to support the men and women protecting our country. With multiple positions currently available and several career paths to choose from, Elwood National Forge offers on-site and on-the-job training, competitive pay and benefits, including 401k and insurance that start the date of hire, paid time off, and long-term job security. We'd love to support you in building a career. To learn more about becoming part of the Elwood National Forge family, visit enfjobs.com.
When it's your special day, we know you want everything to be just perfect. That's why at the Allegheny Grill in Foxburg, we spared no expense in creating our new indoor-outdoor wood-framed event center with waterfalls, gorgeous views of the Allegheny River, a fire pit, and plenty of parking. The Allegheny Grill in Foxburg will take care of everything from catering to bartending, so all you have to do is bring the fun. We do it all for your wedding, anniversary party, corporate event, and so much more. One look at our new facility and we know you'll fall in love. And remember, the view is always free at the Allegheny Grill in Foxburg, PA.
Welcome into the Veriskety Holdings second quarter. Companies within the Veriskety Holdings Group include Phoenix Centered Metals, Superior Energy Resources, Allegheny Electric Service, and Veriskety and Son Incorporated. Find out more at VeriskettyIncorporated.com. And it is on the first play of the Veriskety Holdings second quarter, a 22-yard touchdown for Alex Hartshorn, and Titusville has a 6-0 lead. Oh, no, excuse me. I was going to say they're lining up for the point after. Our public address announcer said it was at the 1, but that was for the point after. I was like, he walked into the end zone. I don't know how he got stopped. And the extra point kick is up and good. So 11:50 to play, Veriskety Holdings second quarter, and it is a 7-0 Titusville lead. And those chunk plays, Cody, we talked about in the pregame, have really come back to bite the Dragons so far, and a couple of big pass plays, and now a 20-plus yard run for the Rockets.
Yeah, one too many 20-plus yard plays for the Dragons defense, and those are hard to come back from. You not only does it exhaust you mentally, we've said repeatedly in our coverage that this is a young team, and those are things that can really get on a young team mentally. So it's up to Corbar to get these guys focused and ready to go and try to return the favor.
Tonight's game is also being brought to you in part by Healing Beauty by KJ. For all your hair, makeup, and beauty needs, visit Healing Beauty at 112 Pennsylvania Avenue West in Warren or at shophealingbeauty.com. So the Rockets going to come out to kick off for the first time tonight. And that is, looks like number 6, Max Chatham, is going to handle the kicking duties for the Rockets. It's Clemente and Egger back deep for the Dragons. Chatham does kick it deep, and it is going to bounce, and then Clemente's going to pick it up around the 7, and it's swarmed by Rockets, reverses field, and then Clemente is spun down at the 30.
I'll be honest, Brian, I didn't have a lot of faith in where that was going to go, but Tommaso Clemente able to turn that into a pretty decent return for where he picked that ball up.
So the Dragons start at their own 30, trailing 7-0, 11:40 to play. Veriskety Holdings second quarter. And want to let those of you know that are watching us on Facebook, if you're looking for the Eisenhower-Cochranton game, that game is available on Your Daily Local YDL Sports Network YouTube channel. So head over to YouTube. You'll be able to see that game from Cochranton. Alan Siebert and Lou Vizza on the call down there. Kaiser under center. And Kaiser keeps, runs the option, pitches, and Corbett gets maybe a yard there. His helmet pops off.
Yeah, the Rockets weren't fooled by that at all.
No. And Corbett's going to have to take a seat for a play because his helmet popped off.
Running left, we go back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10, Dragons. At the 30-yard line.
2nd down and 10 for the Dragons. And so it'll be Egger dotting the I as Corbett has to take a seat for a play, and they give to Egger, and he tries to avoid a tackle, and pushing his way forward is Egger. And what looked like a play that was going to gain nothing ends up picking up about 3 yards.
Yeah, all these running backs for the Dragons, there's one thing about them is they're all scrappy. None of them give up. They all fight for that extra half a yard.
3rd and 7 coming up here for Warren, looking to answer the Titusville touchdown. Kaiser in the pistol. Looks to throw. Fires quickly. He's got a man. And that's going to be close to a first down. And the spot is enough for a Ty Nesta Builder Supply first down. That was Chris Orth on the reception. Out to the 41.
First and 10 Dragons for Warren.
And Cody, I don't know about the wisdom of this, but somebody gave Sean Ristaw a mini bullhorn.
Yeah, I'm not sure how I feel about that.
That's probably not a good idea. I mean,
we will certainly know when there's first down.
Yes. Just having a little fun with Sean there. He's a great guy, and always a big fan of what we do here on your daily local, the YDL Sports Network. It's Ty Nesta Builder Supply, 1st and 10 for Warren at the 41. And they give it to Zinger, and Zinger is stopped for a loss back to the 40. And, much like Titusville, Cody, the Warren run game is not doing much for the Dragons, but they've been able to pick up some yards through the air. You think maybe at some point they start to say, hey, let's go back and toss this thing around the yard and see what happens.
Yeah, I think it's worth a shot, seeing if you can pick on the secondary a little bit, try to get some sort of rhythm going, because if Titusville is able to continue getting those big chunks, you don't want to start passing like that and trying to build a rhythm when you're down by 2 or 3 scores.
So Kaiser in the pistol. It's Clemente and Orth split to the near side. They send Clemente in motion. Low snap, and they give. And a cutback there by Egger. Nice run by Aiden Egger, close to midfield.
Yeah, that was pure vision right there. He saw an opportunity and went back and took it.
Moves it up to the Warren 48, makes this a 3rd and manageable. Be 3rd and 3 here. And again, you're near midfield here, Cody. You get any kind of positive yardage here, I think you go for this one.
Certainly, I think definitely if you're there at midfield, because then you'd be about a yard out. But I think you're going to have to.
It's Clemente and Orth split near side. They give to Egger right up the middle. He pokes his way through, and they don't have to worry about 4th down because he's got the Ty Nesta Builder Supply first down into Titusville territory at the Rockets 45.
45 for a first down.
This drive being built by Ty Nesta Builder Supply, online at tynestabuilders.us. 7:45 to play. Verischetti holding second quarter. Titusville leading Warren 7-0. Dragons in Titusville territory for the second time tonight. And they give to the up back, Zinger, and he pushes the pile forward. And picks up about 3 there.
Gains 3. It's going to be 2nd and 7. Titusville 43.
We'll make it a 2nd down and 7 at the Titusville 43.
And the Dragons are trying to keep fresh backs back there. They're having to fight for literally every yard.
Yeah.
And 4 different running backs have gotten carries thus far this game, not counting Parker Kaiser taking it himself.
Orth, Clemente split near side. I believe that's Corbett in the sidecar to Kaiser's right. They send Clemente in motion again. Toss to Clemente. Big round, and he's going to get stuffed for a big loss. He took a wide turn after getting that pitch, and I think that was O'Neal on him again. And he gets stopped at the Titusville 48. So a loss of about 5 there. Makes a 3rd and 13. And when you get backed up on 3rd and long, call Luton's Plumbing, Heating, and Air Conditioning and get you moving again. Visit them online, lutonsplumbing.com. Warren needs to get to the Titusville 35 for this first down. And a flag. And Kaiser picking his way through. Spins. And then absorbs a big hit at the 40. And I think this flag is on Warren. But if you're Titusville, do you decline this? Force a 4th down. It's going to be 4th and about 6. Maybe 4th and 5. And this is the kind of flag is, somebody was lined up improperly.
Yeah, I'm not sure you decline it. Just because if it's 4th and 5, I think Warren goes for it. And if they for how little big plays that Warren has been able to have, I'm not confident they can get too much further past midfield to go for it on 4th down. So I think that's the right move.
So Titusville does accept the penalty. It'll make it a 3rd and looks like about 18 now. At the Warren's now back on its side of the 50 at its own 58. So Kaiser in the gun again. He's looking to throw. Fires down the field, and it's intercepted. And a big return coming for Titusville all the way back to the 45. That was number 10, Brody Sellen, on the interception.
He returns it to the Titusville 46. And there's some dirty laundry on the field to check on.
But there is another penalty flag down. And I think Kaiser just put a little too much air under that ball. Didn't really have a guy open. It's illegal block by Warren, so they're going to add some yardage onto the end of that return.
Yeah, it was almost, it felt almost, watching that play develop, it almost felt like Kaiser had made up his decision on where he was throwing that ball before he threw it, regardless of the coverage.
And so that's going to set the Rockets up at the Warren 44. Already with a 7-0 lead. 7-0 lead, 5:17 to play. Verischetti holding second quarter.
5 minutes and 17 seconds left on the clock in the first half.
Sellen sends Hartshore in motion, swings it out to him, and he's hit and stopped. Good read there. But that was Chris Orth again on the stop for Warren. He's had a couple of big stops here tonight defensively. Loss of a yard on the play. So it's 2nd and 11 now from the Warren 45. Rockets trying to capitalize on the interception. Brody Sellen sends Reynolds and Culpepper to the near side. Has O'Neal his sidecar. And they fake, and they give on the end around to Hartshore. And he's stopped at the 39.
Moving to his right. Tackled by the Dragons after making it to the 39-yard line.
And that was that little counter reverse that they ran for the touchdown. And looked like Warren kind of learned his lesson on that one. Made it a 3rd and manageable, but certainly didn't let him break off another 20-yard run.
And those are those positive growth things that we talk about with a young team, is not repeating mistakes.
Someone looking to throw. He's got a man. It's caught and hit immediately. That was number 13, Patrick Ross, on the stop. And I think that was Culpepper on the reception there. Brings up a 4th down and looks like about 4. And no hesitation from the Rockets. They are going for this one. And wouldn't be surprised to see Sullen try a hard count here, see if he can't get the defense to jump. Sends Reynolds in motion. And again, there's that counter to the end around. Hartshorn reaching. It's going to depend on the spot. He's close. The marker got knocked down.
Yeah, so it's hard to tell.
So we can't tell, but right now it looks like it's short. Warren is celebrating like it's another turnover on downs. And it is. The Dragon defense for the second time tonight makes a fourth down stop. And that's a big one, Cody, on the sudden change. And a big penalty put Titusville in Warren territory, and the defense makes a stand.
Yeah, and that Hartshorn, it almost looked like he thought he crossed that first down line. And I think if he had any inclination that he was going to be short, he might have forged forward a little bit more.
Orth and Clemente to the near side. They send Clemente in motion. And they give to Corbett, looking like a confusion on where the exchange was supposed to be. And Titusville takes advantage. Number 99, Bryce Watkins, in on the stop. And it's a tackle for loss. Loss of 3 makes it 2nd and 13. 2:40 left in the first half. You know, and again, Cody, we see, they keep trying to run, pass, and it may have to be one of those situations where you pass to set up the run.
Yeah, and you can't let that interception shy you away from the pass. You're going to have to throw the ball. You're not getting enough yards on the ground.
And Kaiser looking to throw now. Escapes pressure, and he'll run out of bounds near the 40-yard line and into the Titusville
sideline collision there.
Let's see, they're going to mark him actually just shy of the 40 at the – they're going to mark him way back at the 38. And it's going to be a 3rd and 7. As we're approaching 2 minutes to go in the Veriskety Holdings second quarter. And that's kind of another reason why you maybe, go to your passing game more is Kaiser, even when it breaks down, able to make something happen with his legs. And it's a pitch to Blum. Blum looking to turn the corner, picks up a block. Charlie Blum has the Titusville Builder Supply first down, though multiple penalty flags down near the 40. It's a hold against Warren, so that one's coming back.
Against Warren.
And he picked up a couple blocks, but they were not legal.
Not the legal time. Yeah. But yeah, to your point though, talking about Parker Kaiser being back there, passing the ball, giving him some options. That also, when he scrambles around the outside, if he's able to get positive yardage consistently, that's going to force that defense to spread out, and that middle of the trenches are not going to be as clogged up. That opens up those holes. I think to your point about passing to get the run game going, that opens up those holes, those lanes in the trenches for your running backs to get through.
So now it's a ball is at the Warren 28. It's a 3rd down and 17. And Cody, when you get backed up on 3rd and long, you can call Loon's Plumbing, Heating, and Air Conditioning. You get you moving again. Clemente near side, Orth far side. They send Egger in motion. Kaiser looking to throw. Has time, fires, and it is caught. That was number 12, Noah Bleach on the reception, and he's got the Titusville Builder Supply first down. And Warren is going to take its second Rossbecker Insurance timeout of the first half. Rossbecker Insurance Group, with locations in Corey, Northeast, and Seneca, strives to deliver a personal and beneficial experience to its customers while providing a great place to work for its valued team members. Team Rossbecker, That's Ross Becker. We're going to step aside for 30 seconds. High school football on your daily local, the YDL Sports Network.
You've got dreams, might even be something big. Imagine what you could do with the right solutions. Secured against evolving threats and set up to make the right decisions faster. At Acrisure, we help protect and grow everything you've worked so hard to build. We are the brightest people using the best of technology. We are an extraordinary advantage for you. We are Acrisure.
And welcome back here to War Memorial Field. 1:27 to play. Veriskety Holdings second quarter. Warren just converted a 3rd and 17. Has the Titusville to Builder Supply first down at its own 48. Trying to knot this thing up before the half. The Dragons will get the ball to start the second half. And Kaiser pitches to Corbett. And Corbett runs out of bounds just across midfield. And I think Corbett was looking almost as much to stop the clock there as pick up yards.
Yeah, and you got to think, the Dragons want to go down. They want to score. They don't want to leave any time on the clock.
Yeah.
And they want to double dip. They want to come out in that second half and with the ball and hopefully do the same thing.
2nd down and 7. Warren in Titusville territory at the Rockets 49. Clemente to the near side. And they send Egger in motion. Kaiser looks to throw. Steps up, and he's going to get hit and dropped for a sack. And that is number 68, Coleman Knapp, on the sack. And Titusville takes its first Ross Becker Insurance timeout of the half. We're going to step aside with them. It's high school football on your daily local, the YDL Sports Network.
Excellence, teamwork, responsibility. Those are the foundations on which Phoenix Sintered Metals in Brockway is built. Phoenix is a Veriskety family-owned powder metal manufacturer committed to being an industry leader through excellence, innovation, and continuous improvement. Phoenix emphasizes employee teamwork as well as responsibility to the community. Like any team striving to be the best it can be, it knows that hard work and perseverance pay off.
So Titusville with a sack has forced a 3rd down and 11 here for Warren back at its own 48. The Dragons had crossed into Titusville territory, but now right back on their own side of the field. And it's another Luton's Plumbing, Heating, Air Conditioning 3rd down and long.
Yeah, you can't take baby steps forward and big steps backwards. You just can't. And that's one area that Kaiser's going to have to work on is he's got to commit. He's either throwing the ball or he's running the ball. Hesitation will get you sacked.
1:10 left to play. Veriskety Holdings second quarter. Kaiser looking to throw. Has time. Hauls a deep pass, and it's broken up. He was looking for Clemente.
Heck of a job by Clemente to break that up because he turned into a defender real quick on that pass. He knew he wasn't going to get there in time to make a play on it, to catch it. And I think that was Selling again, looking for his second pick of the night. So kudos to Clemente for turning on his defensive drive there.
And it looks possibly for the first time tonight like we're going to have a punt. And it looks Warren's going to switch out here and get the punting unit on the field. But I think at this point you're better off just taking the delay of game as there's 5 seconds left on the play clock.
Yeah, I wouldn't rush it, get a false start or anything, but might as well just
get it off. Blum kicks.
Nice punt, too.
Bounces at the 25, takes a slight Warren bounce into the down to the 24-yard line. So not great field position as the Rockets take over with 52 seconds left in the Veriskety Holdings second quarter. But we've seen Titusville get some chunk plays offensively here tonight. They get another 1 or 2 of those, and suddenly they're in striking distance.
Yeah, you have to think that that's exactly what they're going to do, at least if they can get a couple of chunk plays to get across the 50. I wouldn't be surprised if they miss on the first couple of plays, if they play it conservative, don't risk a turnover, and go into the half with a 7-0 lead. So these first 2 plays, the success of them will tell you what they're going to do further on.
Culpepper to the far side, Reynolds near side, O'Neal in the backfield. They give it to O'Neal, trying to get the edge off left tackle, and gains about 4. And Titusville will take its second Ross Becker Insurance timeout of the half. Ross Becker Insurance Group, with locations in Corey, Northeast, and Seneca, strives to deliver a personal and beneficial experience to its customers while providing a great place to work for its valued team members. Team Ross Becker. That's Ross Becker. And don't forget to stay tuned for the Allegheny Gorilla Foxburg halftime show. We'll have a scoring summary, halftime stats, a look at the out-of-town scoreboard, and our second half adjustments all right here for you on the Allegheny Gorilla Foxburg halftime show. So stay tuned for that. And again, programming note for those of you looking for the Eisenhower-Cochranton game that is available on the Your Daily Local YDL Sports Network YouTube channels. Head on over there if you're looking for the Knights and Cardinals. So it is 2nd down and 7 coming up for the Rockets. 45 seconds to play in the first half. Reynolds and Culpepper split near side. And Selland looking to throw. Fires down the sideline for Culpepper. He had a hand on it but couldn't quite haul it in. Would have been a spectacular one-handed grab for Michael Culpepper, but he just couldn't haul it in.
Yeah, it looked like Selland put everything he had behind that.
That was a great throw by Selland, just overthrew him by about a step. And it's now 3rd and 7 with 39 seconds left. And, again, a great home crowd here for Warren tonight. And I see lots of folks in the visitor stands from Titusville as well. Just a little 45-minute jaunt from Rocket territory up here.
Hop, skip, and a jump.
So it's Reynolds and Culpepper split to the far side. Fake to O'Neal. Selland looking to throw. Under pressure. And now he's just going to run with it and runs out of bounds. So it's going to be 4th down. And with the clock stopped, Titusville's going to have to punt here.
Unless they go for it.
Oh, well, yeah, or good. Well,
it'd be pretty gutsy.
Yeah, it would. It's 4th and 4.
4th down and 4 for the Rockets.
But opportunity here for the Dragon punt return team. It's going to be, looks like Clemente back to receive the kick.
And we've seen what Clemente can do in special teams. He certainly has a knack for it.
And they got Warren to jump. Hard count, and it's a Tionesta Builder Supply 1st down for Titusville. That was Alex Wilkins on the defensive line, came across. And heads up play by the Rockets there. And, Cody, again, is that just a sign of a young team that's still kind of figuring out how to really play this game with football IQ?
It definitely can be. You can be getting caught up in a moment. I mean, we see veteran teams make that mistake. But, you'd likely attribute that to youth.
Selland looking to throw. Pumps, rolls. He's got a whole lot of space in front of him. And Selland out across midfield, then steps out of bounds right around the Warren 45-yard line. There is a penalty flag way back.
A penalty marker on the 30-yard line of Titusville.
At the Titusville 30. It's all the way on the far side of the field. So this maybe could be an illegal formation against the Rockets.
Yeah.
And Titusville's walking backwards, so it certainly looks like it's against the Rockets one way or another.
Yeah, that erases a 20-yard run by quarterback.
And with 23 seconds left, when you're out at the 45, the Warren 45, that's a lot easier to try to put something together than when you got to go all the way back to your own, 20 or 25.
Yeah, it certainly gives you the chance to take a couple of shots, try to get down inside the 10 or the 5, and I'm not too familiar with the kicking game, but maybe you have an option there. But now, you're going backwards and time's running out.
This is the third personal foul penalty against the Rockets. That was the signal. I'm not sure what the actual penalty was, but it goes back to the Titusville 25, and it'll be 1st and 20 from there. And they give to O'Neal. O'Neal turns the corner off the left side, picks up a block, and gets about 9.
And that's a smart. Just get out of the half at this point, I think.
Well, we've got a whistle again, and Titusville's going to call its final timeout of the half. We'll step aside for 30 seconds for this Titusville timeout. Back here at War Memorial Field, 11 seconds to play. Varasketti holding second quarter. Titusville with a second down and 11 leads Warren 7-0. Dragons will get the ball to start the second half, and Rockets just called a timeout after a 9-yard run, and the end around again. And Hartshorn out across the 40. He's going to get stopped up there, and Clemente and O'Neal come together around the 46, but that is going to be the final play of this first half. Your score at the half, Titusville 7, Warren 0. This is high school football on your daily local, the YDL Sports Network. Discover radiant beauty with Healing Beauty by KJ. Our natural, cruelty-free skincare line harnesses the power of nature to nourish and rejuvenate your skin. From hydrating serums to soothing creams, find your perfect routine. Shop now at shophealingbeauty.com for exclusive offers and free shipping on orders over $50. Healing Beauty by KJ. Glow naturally. Shine beautifully.
Icy Ink Screen Printing and Embroidery offers screen printing and embroidery on apparel as well as on cool gear like backpacks, window decals, and engraved tumblers. We also specialize in team, business, and organization fundraisers. Check out our Icebox stores online at icyinc.com or give us a call at 814-688-0034. Let's meet, drink coffee, and design some cool shirts. Be cool, wear Icy.
Here in Warren County, Seneca Generation delivers more than electricity. We provide clean, reliable power, and we're proud to call this community home. Our team is committed to giving back, supporting local programs, and helping create opportunities that make a difference for families, schools, and neighborhoods. Because powering homes means empowering lives. Seneca Generation, powering your home, empowering our community.
You've got dreams, might even be something big. Imagine what you could do with the right solutions. Secured against evolving threats and set up to make the right decisions faster. At Acrisure, we help protect and grow everything you've worked so hard to build. We are the brightest people using the best of technology. We are an extraordinary advantage for you. We are Acrisure.
At AGI Industries in Clarendon, our state-of-the-art fabrication facility brings your custom-engineered products to life. With cutting-edge machinery and skilled professionals, we deliver precision-crafted solutions tailored to your needs. From trench box and storage container rentals to sandblasting, refurbishing, and painting equipment, plus expert metal fabrication, compressor stations, filters, separators, ASME vessels, and pig loaders, AGI Industries is your one-stop shop for quality and innovation. Call 814-728-6050 for more information or to secure a rental.
Welcome into the Allegheny Grill of Foxburg halftime show. The Allegheny Grill in Foxburg, where you come for the food and stay for the view. Come check out the new indoor-outdoor wood frame event center. The Allegheny Grill was recently voted the #1 waterfront restaurant in Pennsylvania. Find out why at AlleghenyGrill.com. Brian Hagberg, Cody Elms with you in the AGI Industries Storage Containers broadcast booth here at War Memorial Field. AGI Industries is your one-stop shop for quality and innovation. Call 814-728-6050 for more information or to secure a rental. Our score at the half, Titusville 7, Warren nothing. Let's take a look now at the Hunter Station Golf Club scoring summary. You can score a great round of golf at Hunter Station Golf Club just outside of Tionesta. Online, hunterstation.com.
Thank you, Brian. A pretty quick scoring summary tonight with a 7-0 score on a drive that started on their own 20. Titusville was able to go 80 yards down the field. They were first and 10 at the Dragons' 22-yard line when Alex Hartshorn pretty much walked in for the first points and the only points of the night. They got the point after, up 7-0. That was in the second quarter at 11:50, and we haven't seen any points since.
First play of the second quarter, that was.
Yes.
And that's our Hunter Station Golf Club scoring summary, hunterstation.com. And now let's take a look at the Warren Forest High Ed Council halftime stats. The Warren Forest High Ed Council has been serving Warren and Forest counties for more than 40 years. Visit high-ed.com. Warren Forest High Ed Council, your access to lifelong learning.
Warren, as a team, has ran 25 offensive plays, have 73 yards, or averaging about 2.9 yards per play, 33 yards in the air, 20 carries, and 30 yards on the ground. Unfortunately, Warren has 40 yards in penalties as well, so that's not typically a good sign when you're creeping up on your offensive yardage with your penalty yardage. Individually, Aiden Corbett with 8 carries, 14 yards, and Aiden Egger with 4 carries and 17 yards. Kaiser again, he's got 43 yards in the air. He's 3 for 5. Does have that one interception. And Noah Bleach has 1 catch for 20 yards. Aiden Corbett with 1 catch for 15 yards, and Chris Orth with 1 catch for 8 yards. On the Titusville side, they've ran 22 plays and have 169 yards, averaging 7.7 yards per play. They have 60 yards in the air and 109 yards on the ground. Individually, Brody Sellen, he's 5 of 6 for 60 yards. On the ground, Jaden O'Neill, 9 carries, 69 yards. And Alex Hartshorn, 4 carries for 40 yards, and he has a touchdown. And then on the receiving end, Adam Reynolds with 3 catches, 34 yards. Jimmy Becker with 1 catch for 25 yards. And Michael Culpepper with 1 catch for 1 yard. The Rockets, kind of like Warren, a lot of penalty yardage. They have 60 yards in penalties, and that's really been what's hindering them here in the first half.
Those are our Warren Forest High Ed Council halftime stats. Visit high-ed.com to learn more. We'll be back with our look at the out-of-town scoreboard and second half adjustments. It's the Allegheny Grill of Foxburg halftime show on your daily local, the YDL Sports Network.
For all your automotive needs, look no further than the Warren Tire Center. From new tires to tire repairs, PA state inspections, wheel alignments, and auto detailing, there's so much more that we can do for you, and there's no reason to go anywhere but the Warren Tire Center in Warren, Pennsylvania. With over 40 years of serving the Warren and surrounding communities, it's always been a great day at the Warren Tire Center. We offer same-day service and walk-ins are welcome. Open Monday through Friday from 7:30 a.m. to 5 p.m., the Warren Tire Center can be reached at 814-723-8050.
When most places start preparing for a long winter's nap, we start living our best life. The mountainsides burning with color ignite something inside. That now is the time to embrace what's around us. Warren County, Pennsylvania really is paradise, as we are surrounded with beautiful places and smiling faces. Warren County, Pennsylvania. Find your adventure, find your peace.
Founded in 1978 and headquartered in Warren, Pennsylvania General Energy has become a leading oil and natural gas producer in the Appalachian Basin. PGE is a proud and growing organization making positive contributions to the region's economy and environment. We are equally proud of our commitment to safety and environmental programs. PGE is a strong, family-oriented company that believes in giving back to the communities in which we live, work, and play. PGE, producing the energy we need, protecting the environment we treasure.
Looking for affordable auto, home, and life insurance? Look no further than Allstate Insurance, the David Jones Agency in Clarion and Meadville. At the David Jones Agency, you get personalized attention from someone who lives where you do. The David Jones Agency meets you where you are. They are available during regular business hours, Monday through Friday at their office, via appointment at the office after hours, or remotely. The David Jones Agency also offers investment opportunities, including annuities and IRAs. The David Jones Agency can be reached in Clarion at 814-223-4000 and in Meadville at 814-337-5107.
Excellence, teamwork, responsibility. Those are the foundations on which Phoenix Sintered Metals in Brockway is built. Phoenix is a Verischetti family-owned powder metal manufacturer committed to being an industry leader through excellence, innovation, and continuous improvement. Phoenix emphasizes employee teamwork as well as responsibility to the community. Like any team striving to be the best it can be, it knows that hard work and perseverance pay off.
Whether retirement is just around the corner or years away, John Bongiovanni, Lucas Slazak, and Adam Jack of Generational Wealth Management in Erie and Bradford are here for you. John, a Forbes-recognized best-in-state wealth advisor, Lucas and Adam provide customized investment advisory solutions and retirement planning services. Generational Wealth Management offers world-class investment services and internationally recognized insurance products from Northwestern Mutual, an industry leader. The Generational Wealth Management team provides a high level of expertise and service to their professional and business clients. Contact the Erie office at 814-651-0838 or the Bradford office at 814-368-4065 or check them out online at gwm.nm.com.
If you're ready to buy or sell your home, then stop in at 4234 Market Street to let one of the agents at Howard Hanna Professionals help. Our friendly and knowledgeable agents can help you find the key to your dream home. Looking for a new career? Howard Hanna Professionals can help there too. Howard Hanna Professionals will assist new and experienced agents with the startup fees for an exciting career in real estate. Call Katrina Laurie at 814-726-2000 for more information. Make 2025 the year you take the next step in your career with the Clinical Medical Assistant Program or Professional Development Seminars at the Warren Forest High Ed Council. Learn how to make college affordable at the Financial Aid Seminar or grow your personal skill set with Fall Country Brunch and Event Planning Made Easy classes. Go to high-ed.org or call 814-723-3222 to register. The Warren Forest High Ed Council, your access to lifelong learning.
Welcome back to the Allegheny Grill of Foxburg halftime show. We're going to take a look now at the Generational Wealth Management Out-of-Town Scoreboard. Generational Wealth Management is world-class investment services and internationally recognized insurance products from Northwestern Mutual, an industry leader. Find out more at gwm.nm.com. Starting first over in District 9 last night, Brookville picked up its first win of the season, 49-27 over Bradford. Going on tonight in the second quarter, Smethport leads Bucktail 32-6. No report yet between Kerwinsville and Claysburg-Kimmel. And Central Clarion and Brockway just getting underway. That's a game you can see live right here on the YDL Sports Network. Second quarter action in Clearfield 13, Huntington 7. No report yet Keystone and Montauk. Keene leading Otto Eldred 35-0 in the second quarter. Port Allegheny up 12-6 in the second quarter over Red Bank Valley. No report yet from Punxsutawney and Karnes City or St. Mary's at DuBois or Union AC Valley and Ridgeway. Over in District 10, no reports yet from Connie at Northwestern or Quarry at General McLean. Again, Eisenhower and Cochranton going at it. That's another game that you can see live right here on your daily local, the YDL Sports Network. Eisenhower in the second quarter, leading Cochranton 7-0. In the second quarter, Greenville over Mercer 36-0. Reynolds leads Lakeview 30-6. And Slippery Rock with a 35-0 lead over Sharpsville. At the half, Wilmington has a 35-0 lead over Grand Valley out of Ohio. Also at the half, it's Cambridge Springs 14, Iroquois nothing. Sagertown 27, Union City 3. Mercyhurst Prep 13, Harbor Creek 7. Connie at 21, Northwestern nothing. In second quarter action, Girard leads Seneca 21-14. No score, Grove City and Fort LaBeouf. Erie leading Hickory 12-3. General McLean with a 28-0 lead over Corey. Northeast leads Franklin 27-0. And Meadville with a 14-7 lead over McDowell at the half. Oil City all over Fairview 35-0. And tomorrow in District 9, Cameron County heads to Coudersport for a 1 p.m. kickoff, while Farrell hosts Sharon for the Steel Bowl down in Mercer County. That has been a look at the Generational Wealth Management out-of-town scoreboard. Find out more at gwm.nm.com. And we'll take a look now at our Rehab Center second half adjustments. With 8 locations to serve you, including in Clarion, Brookville, and Katanning, the Rehab Center always makes the right adjustments. The Rehab Center, chiropractors caring for health, rehabcenters.com, and that's center spelled the old English way with an R-E-S.
Well, I'm going to touch on both teams, and then I'm going to touch on the Dragons and then the Rockets. Both teams need to scale back the penalties.
Yeah.
I don't think it's hurting both their momentum, both on offense and their intensity on defense. So the penalties have to come down for both teams. 40 yards for Warren and 60 yards for Titusville. Now, on the Warren side, I think they got to get something going in the air. The ground game, it's chipping away, but that's not going to be enough. They come out with the ball here. Let's get something going. Let's get some momentum going here. Strike fast and tie this game up, and then you can go back to your regularly scheduled programming, as you might say. On the Rockets side, aside from penalties, I just don't think Jaden O'Neill has been involved enough. Prior to the game starting, we were talking about how he has 430 yards on the ground, but he also has 71 yards in the air. And he's got the longest in both running and receiving. I think you maybe try to work Jaden O'Neill a little bit more into the passing game and try to get those and try to put this game away, because Warren's struggling to get first downs, let alone points. So if you're able to get O'Neill into the passing game, that opens everything else up.
Well, yeah, and Warren's done a good job defensively of bottling him up in the run game.
Yes,
and I think that's maybe led to them trying to go to some other players through the air. But those were our Rehab Center second half adjustments. Reminder that your view of the field tonight is brought to you by Venango County. There's always something to see and do in Venango County, VenangoCountyPAS.gov. We're going to step aside. We'll be back with third quarter action. Titusville leading Warren 7-0 at the half. High school football on your daily local, the YDL Sports Network.
Golfing at one of the prettiest golf courses around is what you get when you play around at Hunter Station Golf Club just outside of Tonesta. Located in the Allegheny Mountains with a spectacular view of the Allegheny River, Hunter Station offers something for everyone. The rolling hills of the front nine, coupled with a back nine situated along the banks of the Allegheny River, create some of the best views in all of northwestern PA. And when you're done with your round, enjoy a delicious meal or a cold drink in our restaurant and bar. Looking for a place to stay? Hunter Station has you covered there too with play and stay packages. Find out more at hunterstation.com. Need plumbing, heating, or air conditioning services in Western PA? Then call Luton's Plumbing, Heating, and Air Conditioning in Clarion today at 814-226-8695. At Luton's Plumbing, Heating, and Air Conditioning, we believe that a service-oriented business like ours should give you quality care and a quick response time. That's why we stand on our promise, offering you reliable 24-hour service that gets your job done right when you need it. We can also be found on the web at lutonsplumbing.com. Again, that number is 814-226-8695.
Craft beer, craft food, craft service. You get it all and more at Station 101 in DuBois. Whether it's a relaxing evening with friends at cozy family dinner or that special night out with someone unforgettable, Station 101 is the place where memories are made. Dive into a new American culinary journey where every bite is made with premium, farm-fresh ingredients. Quench your thirst with our impressive craft beer lineup, 12 brews on tap, over 120 bottles to explore. From the first sip to the last bite, Station 101 delivers an experience that's anything but ordinary. Station 101 in DuBois, PA, crafted for you.
Have a fender bender? We can mender at Park Avenue Motor Car. Bring your vehicle to Ron and the crew at Park Avenue Motor Car, 7 South Carver Street in Warren, or call 814-726-9728. Park Avenue Motor Car, proudly serving Warren County for 30 years.
Wise Eyes of DuBois and St. Mary's are premier eye care facilities here in our Tri-County area. Their offices and eye care team are dedicated to providing excellence in patient care, eye education, and optical services. Dr. Greg Lineski is a leader in clinical eye care involving eye and vision disorders. Dr. Lineski takes the time to explain the results of your eye exam, describes your options, and listens to your eye care needs, because maintaining good eye health is an ongoing partnership at Wise Eyes of DuBois and St. Mary's.
Are you transporting steel or other unique products? Then you need to check out Oil Country Crates. Oil Country Crates supplies certified wood crates or pallets for shipping steel and other products. Oil Country Crates can ship crates throughout the United States and overseas as well, thanks to their ISPM 15 inspection stamp. Oil Country Crates is dedicated to providing prompt and reliable services to all of its customers while abiding to all shipping regulations. Find out more at oilcountrycrates.com. Oil Country Crates, your products, our protection.
Yeah, just about set to start the third quarter here. It's Max Chatham kicking off for Titusville. And the kick bounces outside the 20, taken at the 15. Clemente, and he'll get out to about the 35. Our third quarter tonight is brought to you by Acrisure. Acrisure, with a location in DuBois, is the official insurance provider for your daily local and the YDL Sports Network. Find out more at acrisure.com/mid-Atlante. Tonight's game also being brought to you in part by the Lander Hope Clinic. Medical care for your whole family. Call 814-593-0011 or visit landerhopeclinic.com to request an appointment. So Warren takes over at its own 36, trailing 7-0. Acrisure third quarter from War Memorial Field. Brian Hagberg, Cody Elms with you in the AGI Industries Storage Containers broadcast booth. Reminder that our scoreboard tonight is brought to you by Rouse. Rouse is caring for generations. Visit rouse.org to find out more. And our board is powered by Seneca Generation. Seneca Generation, powering our home, empowering our community. And Corbett on the pitch, going to pick up 4 yards.
Pitch goes to Aiden Corbett, running around the right edge.
Mark him down after a 3-yard pickup. So second down and 7 coming up for the Dragons.
Game 2, out to the Warren 38-yard line. It's second and 8.
And they're getting a little last-minute adjustment, it looked like, to Charlie Blum's helmet, and then he goes in motion. And the fake, Kaiser rolling, looking. And he's going to take off with it. It absorbs a big hit right on the sideline.
Yeah, thankfully for Kaiser, he was able to spin out of most of that impact.
And
about a yard.
And that was, I think that was Vroman again on the hit for Titusville. After a 1-yard gain for Kaiser, brings up a 3rd and 7.
What I like there that Kaiser did, though, is he made his reads and then he made the decision to run. And granted, he only got a yard. He made that decision. Had he hesitated, he likely would have lost yards there.
Zinger and Egger in the eye for Warren as Kaiser's under center. They're going to toss to Egger. Going to try the left side, and Egger squirts through, and he's going to have a Ty Nesta Builder Supply first down.
Carries the ball out to the Dragon 46.
He gets out to the Warren 46. And Eggers had a couple of those kind of runs, just hard runs where you think he's going to get taken down, and then he's pushing the pile, or suddenly he slips through and finds a hole.
And that's what I was just looking at. He had a couple of carries in the first half, one of 8 yards as well, and another of 7, similar style run.
Same formation for the Dragons. Are going to give to Eggers straight up the middle, and he's fighting away. That was Watkins that time in the backfield immediately for Titusville. But again, Egger was able to fight his way forward enough to get a short half-a-yard pickup on that carry and avoid being tackled for a loss.
And that's the style of all these running backs for Warren, is all of them are fighting for every half a yard. And so far it's kind of a shame we haven't seen more breakouts on their carries, because they certainly have worked to get to that point. And you're just kind of waiting for that to happen.
2nd and 9. They send Egger in motion this time. He goes back, and they're going to toss to him again. And try that left side, and Egger gets right around midfield, maybe into a yard or two into Titusville territory.
Yeah, he was able to get a couple more yards by basically ducking and letting that defender momentum go right over top of him.
Running around the left edge.
Makes this
Titusville 49-yard line.
3rd and kind of a long 6. But Warren in Titusville territory, opening possession of the second half. 8:55 to play, Acrisure third quarter. And they're going to pitch, try the right side, and Egger cuts back, and gain of about a yard, and then Vroman again on the stop, as was Watkins. We'll make it a 4th and 5. Do you try, if you're Warren here, try a similar strategy that Titusville used at the end of the first half, and hard count here, try to draw them off sides? And if it's not enough yardage for a first down, at least get you closer.
Yeah, I think that if you're confident in your young team to not false start themselves, you try that strategy. But if you have any doubt in your mind, you just go for it, because if you go back 5 yards, you're punting.
4th down, early Acrisure third quarter. Warren trying to tie or take the lead here. They send Clemente in motion, and they give to Egger, trying to go to the left side, and there's nothing there. Watkins and Vroman in the backfield immediately, and the Rockets get a stop on the opening possession.
Yeah, unfortunately for Warren, the Rockets were all over that. They read it right from the snap of the ball.
And are you surprised, Cody, they only called one pass play, never actually threw the football on that series?
I'm very surprised. I think that was an opportunity for them to come out doing something that they really didn't do a whole lot in the first half. So Titusville didn't have a lot of looks at their formations and their plays in the passing game.
Titusville takes over in plus territory at the Warren 49. A lot of movement there. As O'Neill's now in the backfield, and they give to him. He's going to go off the right side, and big collision at the 45. O'Neill get out to the 44. They're going that way now. Got to count down instead of up.
Yeah.
At the Dragon,
crunching the numbers.
And if you're a Chit fan, you understand that reference, and if you're not, you have no idea what we're talking about. Yeah, well, that's we're 5.5 years into this. I think people have decided already whether or not we're insane. 2nd and 6 for Titusville. Just inside the Warren 45 are the Rockets. And it's Hartshorn around the right side. He's got a Tie Nesta Builder Supply first down. And some action after the play. The extracurricular activity, it looks like it's going to cost Titusville again. And that was Carter Campbell. And then another flag comes in late. As I think that's going to end up being offsetting now. Campbell was driven well out of bounds. And then I think one of the Warren players maybe was a little too excited about drawing that penalty, and the second flag came in.
Yeah, we talk a lot about how young Warren is, and that's always kind of the underlying struggle that you can have with a young team is keeping their emotions in check, whether it's good or bad. You got to try to keep it even.
We've got unsportsmanlike conduct against Titusville and twice. Wow.
Well, I take back what I said. I guess Warren is keeping it even.
Yeah, that's 30 yards and penalties, and now suddenly Titusville is going to be back in its own side of the 50. That's a huge call. And again, Cody, that other flag came out late, so and the official who threw it was standing amongst a bunch of Warren players. So it had to be another Titusville player said something from the huddle that the official heard.
Yeah, they have 5 15-yard penalties tonight, and all of them have been completely unnecessary.
So Titusville was going to have a first down inside the Warren 30. Now it is they're all the way back at their own 34. And Selin looking to throw. He's got a man open. It is caught and making some moves out at the 40. That was number 26, Weston Wakefield, on the reception.
Taken down by Chris Forth.
And what's even more important about those penalties, Cody, is that wiped out the first down. So it's now fourth down for Titusville.
Yeah.
And I thought those were dead ball penalties, which would have been after he gained the first down, but.
That's what I thought too.
But it is fourth down here, and Titusville's in punt formation, and it's Clemente back deep to receive for the Dragons. High snap. Hartshorn corrals it, nearly had it blocked, but he gets it away, and it's going to take a Titusville bounce and roll down to the 22. This is a great punt by Hartshorn just to even get that one away. Thought that one was going to get blocked, but
yeah. And so you got Warren coming out now. They have an opportunity here because Titusville essentially couldn't control themselves.
Yeah.
You got to jump on it. Back to us wanting them to go into the air. I think that's how you jump on it. You can't lower that tempo. Keep that elevated tempo going. Keep that energy high on your side of the ball, and hope that you can keep catching them off guard and making mistakes.
6:28 left in the Acrisure third quarter. Warren trailing Titusville 7-0. Kaiser in the gun, sends a man in motion. Kaiser looking to throw, has time, fakes, avoids the pressure, now throws it sidearm, and it's knocked down. And Kaiser severely changed the arm angle on that throw.
That incompletion means it's
He was Carter Campbell was the intended receiver there, but and that's one of those. You know what Kaiser was trying to do, because Campbell did have a step if Kaiser had been able to get it in front of him. But with the defender right there, he might have been better off just pulling that down and trying to get the edge and turn the corner.
Yeah, I think so. And that processing speed will come with time for Kaiser.
That'll be one of those things when they go back and look at the film, they point out to him like, hey, you've got space there, take it. And Kaiser looking to throw again, and this time he throws, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Culpepper. He was looking for Chris Orth and went over his head, and the second time tonight, Titusville comes up with an interception. This time it's Michael Culpepper, and that is an Allstate Insurance, the David Jones Agency. Good hands play. You're in good hands with Allstate Insurance and the David Jones Agency. Dave will always help you make the right decisions with your insurance needs. Call him today, 814-223-4000. And so now Titusville, after all of the penalties and the change of possession, Titusville basically gets the ball back right where it would have been.
Yeah.
But 6:13 left, Acrisure third quarter. So O'Neal back with Selin. And he sends Reynolds and Culpepper out to the far side. And Sullen looking to throw. Has time. Now he's under pressure. Sullen going to run. And he's got some space on the far sideline, and he'll pick up about 8 on the play.
Keeps the ball and makes it to the Dragon 20-yard line.
And, Sullen came into this one, didn't have a ton of rushing yards this season. Came in 30 carries, just 64 yards on the ground, but he's got a little burst if you give him some open field.
Yeah, and I don't know how much he's had to rush.
And he changed the formation in this 2nd and 2. And the give to O'Neal. And O'Neal off the right side, picking his way through the defense, and he's got a Titusville Builder Supply first down. And it's going to be right around the 10-yard line. I think they're going to put him right on the 10, so it should be a 1st and goal here for the Rockets. 5:45 left, Acrisure, third quarter.
Titusville will have 1st and goal at the Warren 10.
This drive being built by Titusville Builder Supply with locations in Titusville and Shippingville, online titusvillebuilders.us. Send Hartshorn in motion. They give to him. He gets away from a tackle, and Hartshorn in for the 2nd time tonight. A Titusville touchdown. This one from 10 yards.
Sweeps to the right. Finds the end zone for Titusville.
And it will be Chatham on to attempt the extra point. Cody, we talked about the great crowd here that Warren drew tonight as Chatham's kick is up, and it is good. And they are very quiet right now after that touchdown by Hartshorn, his 2nd of the night. And with 5:14 to play, Acrisure, third quarter, it is Titusville 14, Warren nothing. We'll be back with more high school football on your daily local, the YDL Sports Network.
You've got dreams. Might even be something big. Imagine what you could do with the right solutions. Secured against evolving threats and set up to make the right decisions faster. At Acrisure, we help protect and grow everything you've worked so hard to build. We are the brightest people using the best of technology. We are an extraordinary advantage for you. We are Acrisure.
Alex Hartshorn with his 2nd touchdown of the night. A 10-yard run has put Titusville in front 14-0, 5:14 to play. Acrisure, third quarter from War Memorial Field in Warren.
The winner is Jim Milwaukee. Congratulations.
They got good everything over there. I hear there's something.
Max Chatham on to kick for the Rockets. Egger and Clemente back deep to receive for the Dragons. And it's always a good time for a big return, but if the Dragons are going to get back in this and get their crowd back into it, they could use a big return right here.
Yeah, their offense has struggled to get yards, so you want to put yourself in the best position possible, and hopefully you're able to get something going.
Kick bounces inside the 20 and goes out of bounds. So
good decision by Clemente.
Yeah,
it can get tempting to scoop that up and try to make a play, but you take the free yards when they'll give them to you.
And so technically some more penalty yards for the Rockets. And at this point in the game, late in the Acrisure third quarter, that's certainly something that coaching staff is gonna be harping on when they go back and watch film with these kids.
5 penalties in the first half for 60 yards, 3 in the second half for 40. So they got a solid 100 yards in penalties and 207 yards in offense. So almost, they've got half their offensive yardage in penalties.
So it's Zinger and Corbett in the eye. Orth on the near side. I believe that's Clemente far side. Kaiser under center. Toss to Corbett. Going to try the left side. Not much there. And Corbett squirts his way through and picks up a couple.
Peyton Corbett takes the pitch.
But again, Watkins and Vroman right now are starting to impose their will on this Warren offensive line, and they are creating havoc in the Dragons' backfield.
Yeah, what I'm afraid of is that the interceptions that have been thrown tonight are going to shy the Dragons away from passing the ball, and they're going to play it safe and hope they break one free. And if the Rockets pick up on that, they're going to shut that run game down that has already struggled to get pickups of 3 or 4 yards at a time.
2nd down and 9. Orth near side, Clemente far side. Zinger and Corbett in the eye. Kaiser are going to try it again. No, they're going to give it on the reverse to Clemente. He's got a lot of green in front, picks up a block. Clemente to the sideline. He escapes a tackle and finally falls down near the Titusville 25. And, Cody says what we know. They did break one.
They did. Yeah, a little trickery always helps. Clemente found that lane there when he got to the second level of the defense and was able to get down close to red zone territory.
First down.
So they mark him down at the 26. It's the Tionesta Builder Supply first down. And, he's one of those guys, Cody, you got to find a way to get him the ball in space because he can just make things happen.
And we've said that since week 1.
Yeah. Had that 59-yard touchdown against Conneaut. Found himself wide open on the sideline for that one. And they give to Blum, and Blum making some moves. Charlie Blum to the sideline, and he's dragged down from behind, but there is a flag on the play. Right around the line of scrimmage, it's a hold against Warren. And that's exactly what you can't do. You get a huge play, and then the very next play would have been another big gainer, but instead it's called back on a penalty.
Yeah, and that goes back to what we've repeated, that you got to get momentum going, especially with a young offense, a young team. That emotional level really plays in.
Oh, there's offsetting penalties. The Dragons get a break on that one.
I thought I saw a second flag get dropped there right at the 25, and I wasn't sure if that was already there or not.
And so now the officials are going to go over and have a chat with the Titusville sideline, explaining what that offsetting penalty was. Warren's broken the huddle, but the officials aren't quite ready yet. They're still having a conversation, but so it's Barnes and Corbett going to be in the eye for Warren. Orth near side, Clemente far side. So I think he just indicated it was a hold in the Titusville secondary was that offsetting penalty. So offsetting holding penalties. And we'll replay first down. And toss to Corbett. And they fumble the interception, or the attempted reverse. And Titusville has come up with it. And, sometimes those trick plays, they can break things open for you, but if you don't execute perfectly, this is what can happen. And just like that, Titusville with its third takeaway of the night.
Yeah, a lot of times with those trick plays, you kind of got to stop while you're ahead. If you get away with one, you need to wait a while before you try another one because that's going to be fresh in the defense's mind.
So Culpepper and Reynolds near side. And they shift, and we've got a flag as I think they're going to call a false start. No, that's offside on Warren. Well, the line judge is pointing towards Titusville, but the umpire pointed towards Warren. The officials need to come together here because the umpire thinks it's on Warren and the line judge is saying it's on Titusville.
Yeah, and the last thing you want to do in a game that's this close and had some extracurriculars on the field is start sending mixed messages.
And so again, he signals it is offside against Warren, so it'll be 1st and 5 for the Rockets.
Offside penalty called against the Dragons.
And that'll move the ball out to the Titusville 37. 3:49 left, Acrisure third quarter. Titusville leading 14-0. Trying to capitalize on the third takeaway of the game, and there's that shift again. And again, it's Culpepper and Reynolds near side. They're going to give to O'Neill off the right side, and O'Neill's got some blockers in front.
Yeah, O'Neill
out into across midfield,
just riding his blockers there until they kind of all got picked off, and then able to fall for a few more.
That'll be a Titusville Builder Supply first down at the Warren 47. And with 3.5 to play in this third quarter, if Titusville can punch one in here on this drive, that might effectively put this one out of reach with the struggles that the Warren offense has had here tonight. And they give it to O'Neill again. And O'Neill gets to the sideline. Gain about 5, maybe 6, depending on the spot.
Getting another 5 yards to the right. Shoved out of bounds by a pair of Dragons, including Noah Bleach.
Call it second down and 5. And a player running on late for the Dragons. That's Landon Nelson running on, number 56, and trying to get somebody off the field, and they did not make it. That was confusion as Hayden Raphael was trying to come off.
And you can see Titusville trying to hurry up and get that off before.
It was a very, very late substitution attempt by the Dragons, and they did not complete it.
Yeah, sometimes you're just better off rolling with what you have.
And that'll make it a second and half a yard here for Titusville. Down at the Warren 38. Less than 3 minutes to play, Acrisure third quarter. They send Hartshorn in motion and give it to him. Hartshorn picks up the Titusville Builder Supply first down, and man, you know, again, I saw Culpepper again with an extra shove on Campbell, and you know, you would think at this point in the game, somebody on that Titusville sideline would have said, "Hey, knock it off."
Yeah, I think so, because they have an opportunity here to pretty much put this game out of reach. But if you have to go back 15 yards, now you're giving up that opportunity, keeping Warren in this game.
Nevertheless, it is a Titusville Builder Supply first down. TitusvilleBuilders.us. The Rockets down at the Dragons 33. And Selwyn looking to throw. Has time. Down the sideline. Just out of reach.
Well, and he did what quarterbacks need to do, and that's put the ball in the only location your receiver can make a play on it. It just happened to be about a half a yard too far.
That was number 11, Charlie Ackerman, the intended receiver there, and he had a step, but just out of reach. But, you know, good place to kind of take a shot there if you're Titusville.
Oh, I think so. You've been gaining yards pretty well on this drive on the ground, so you know, picking up 5-6 yards on this carry, if they do run the ball, doesn't seem like a daunting task.
Second and 10. And they send O'Neill in motion. And give to him. And gets through the traffic. And O'Neill into the open field down the sideline. And O'Neill will score. 33 yards for Jaden O'Neill.
Got it back toward the right. He finds the end zone for Titusville.
And the third rushing touchdown for the Rockets tonight. This one a 33-yard scamper by O'Neill. Looked like he was dead to rights in the backfield and somehow got away. And then once he broke into the open, he was gone.
Yeah, he was patient enough to let that opening or that lane open up. And then once he found that space, he's just so athletic and so fast that he
interesting formation as Titusville's going to go for two and get absolutely nothing there. Warren was all over that. I'm not even sure what Titusville was trying to do there. They direct snapped it to Dalton Knapp, and Knapp was hit immediately in the backfield. So with 2:24 to play, Acrisure third quarter, your score, Titusville 20, Warren nothing. High school football on your daily local, the YDL Sports Network.
Here in Warren County, Seneca Generation delivers more than electricity. We provide clean, reliable power, and we're proud to call this community home. Our team is committed to giving back, supporting local programs, and helping create opportunities that make a difference for families, schools, and neighborhoods. Because powering homes means empowering lives. Seneca Generation, powering your home, empowering our community.
Jaden O'Neal with a 33-yard touchdown run has extended Titusville's lead 20-0 over Warren. 2:24 to play. Acrisure third quarter. Your view of the field tonight is brought to you by Venango County. There's always something to do, see and do in Venango County. VenangoCountyPAS.gov.
Jaden O'Neal with 14 carries, 136 yards tonight, 9.7 yards per carry.
Chatham going to kick it off for the Rockets. And he sends it deep, and this time Clemente takes it about the 17 and runs into some players right around the 36-yard line.
What a grab by Clemente. Yeah. I mean, that was a line drive, and a lot of times you don't see that turn out so well. He was able to take that almost mid-stride, too.
Yeah. And Warren will take over at its own. Well, they're going to mark it at the 37. And, again, you've had positive things happen. You had the big run by Clemente on the last possession, and then you tried to go back to that reverse, and a poor execution on the pitch leads to a fumble, and Titusville capitalizes. Again, you just got to find ways to get the ball in the end zone here.
Yeah, you're going to have to pull a rabbit out of the hat on this drive, I think, and try to get some big yards.
Send Corbett in motion and give to him. And Corbett picks up a block and fumbles the football and right to Sellen.
That's his second takeaway tonight. Had an interception earlier.
And the fourth takeaway for the Rockets, and they'll start at the Warren 46. And now absolutely have a chance to put this one away. 2:13 to play, Acrisure third quarter.
Warren, 40, 6-yard line.
And if I'm Titusville, I think I'm going to start bleeding the clock a little bit.
Is this an opportunity? We saw him on the last drive, Cody. Do you take a shot here?
I wouldn't be surprised if you do. You certainly have a little bit of a score differential to work with here. Even if you ended up having to go 4 and out or punting the ball or whatever, you're still up 20-0.
And Sellen back to throw, looking, has time, now directing traffic. And he's going to keep it himself, a little stutter step, and then runs out of bounds. But they were indeed going to try to throw the dagger.
Yeah. Got me.
Titusville at the Dragon, 45.
And Sellen ends up picking up a yard. It'll be second down and 9. 2:05 to play. Acrisure third quarter.
The Rockets creeping up on 300 offensive yards. They have 266. Their yardage in the second half has been a little lower, but their average per play, yards per play, is a little higher.
And again, I think that shift drew a Warren player offside. And, you would think this is that Titusville's done that a number of times so far tonight.
Yeah, it's a staple in their offense.
The first few times they did it, nobody moved. The last couple of times, it's drawn players offside. So not sure what they're doing differently, but it's been effective now. So it'll be a 2nd and 4, and the give is to O'Neal. And O'Neal's into the secondary, and he's got a tie nested builder supply first down.
Yeah, well, you get to this point, you're down 20-0. Again, not to be repetitive, but young team, it's very easy to get unfocused, get aggravated. You're trying to make a big play, all those things running through your mind. So something that you've seen countless times in the first half and never made a move on, never did anything. Now it's what's causing you to jump off sides.
1st and 10 for the Rockets at the Dragons 35. Sends Reynolds in motion. Now he's going to keep it himself. And he's going to get inside the 30. Or excuse me, that was Hartshorn on the carry. Looked like Selland kept it, but he did give it to Hartshorn. So moves down to the 28. Gain of 7, and it'll be 2nd down and 3.
1 minute, 11 seconds left in the third quarter.
As we're approaching the final minute of the Acrisure third quarter.
Hartshorn with 7 carries, 62 yards.
A couple of touchdowns as well.
Mm-hmm.
2nd and 3. Reynolds and Culpepper to the far side, and Selland looking to throw. Has a man. It's caught there by Culpepper, and he's got enough for a Titusville Builder Supply first down. Or excuse me, that was Reynolds. That's a 9, not 3. Sorry. And it's first down at the Warren 22.
Ball is on the right hash at the Dragon 22-yard line.
Final 30 seconds of the Acrisure third quarter. And the Rockets knocking on the door again. And it's the give to Hartshorn, and he turns the corner, gets down the sideline. He's out of bounds right around the first down mark. He's got it. Another Titusville Builder Supply first down. Down to the Warren 11. With 10 seconds left to go.
At the Warren 11-yard line.
It is 1st and 10 at the 11.
I wouldn't be surprised if we see the ball go in the air here.
Yeah. You got 3 receivers to the near side. And Selland rolling that way. Looking, fires for the end zone, and it's intercepted. What a catch by Chris Orth in the end zone. A one-handed interception. And that is an Allstate Insurance to David Jones Agency. Good hands play by Chris Orth. You're in good hands with Allstate Insurance and the David Jones Agency. Dave will always help you make the right decisions with your insurance needs. Call him today at 814-223-4000.
One-handed interception in the end zone means it's
and we'll see if that's what the offense needs to get itself going with 2.6 seconds left at Acrisure third quarter. Warren takes over at its own 20. And, oh, my, Cody, what a catch by Chris Orth.
Yeah, if you're looking for a little momentum, that's a good way to start.
Guys are in the pistol. It wasn't a bad throw. Shifts the man back. They give. And another fumble. And Corbett tried to fall on it. We'll see. Yeah, it is. Corbett falls on it. And, you know, at this point in time, Cody, can you give him the football right now?
It's tough. I mean, I think Warren as a whole just needs to take care of the ball a little better. You know, it's hard to tell from up here how that ball is coming in when he's getting the handoff, when he's getting pitches, things like that. But, you know, on the flip side of it, you're going to have to put the ball in the air, and your quarterback has 2 interceptions. So I think Warren just needs to regroup right now and focus on not making mistakes. And at the same time, you're going to have to make a big play.
And we'll see how they regroup in the fourth quarter. End of 3, Titusville 20, Warren nothing.
Whether retirement is just around the corner or years away, John Bongiovanni, Lucas Slazak, and Adam Jack of Generational Wealth Management in Erie and Bradford are here for you. John, a Forbes-recognized best-in-state wealth advisor, Lucas and Adam provide customized investment advisory solutions and retirement planning services. Generational Wealth Management offers world-class investment services
insurances and internationally recognized insurance products from Northwestern Mutual, an industry leader. The Generational Wealth Management team provides a high level of expertise and service to their professional and business clients. Contact the Erie office at 814-651-0838 or the Bradford office at 814-368-4065 or check them out online at gwm.nm.com.
Excellence, teamwork, responsibility. Those are the foundations on which Phoenix Sintered Metals in Brockway is built. Phoenix is a Verischetti family-owned powder metal manufacturer committed to being an industry leader through excellence, innovation, and continuous improvement. Phoenix emphasizes employee teamwork as well as responsibility to the community. Like any team striving to be the best it can be, it knows that hard work and perseverance pay off.
First play of the fourth quarter is 2nd and 17 for Warren, and they give to Aiden Egger, and Egger's got some space. Egger makes a man miss. Aiden Egger, one man to beat, cuts back inside. Egger at the 25, 20, 15, and wrestled down from behind. Aiden Egger with a huge run for Warren.
Yeah, Brian, and during the break there, we were just talking about, you had mentioned putting the ball in Egger's hand, try to regroup and get that running game going again, and boy, did you predict that.
So that play started at the Warren 13. It ends at the Titusville 12. First play of the Generational Wealth Management fourth quarter. And now it's 1st and 10 for Warren at the Titusville 12. The best opportunity the Dragons have had to score tonight comes early in the Generational Wealth Management fourth quarter. And they send a man in motion. And it's a end around and stopped in the backfield. Nowhere for Blum to go, as that was Brock Middleton in on the stop for the Rockets. John Bongiovanni, Lucas Slazak, and Adam Jack of Generational Wealth Management in Erie and Bradford are here for your investment needs. They offer world-class investment services and internationally recognized insurance products from Northwestern Mutual, an industry leader. Find out more at gwm.nm.com. 2nd down and 14, 4-yard loss on that first down play. And it's Barnes and I believe that's Tucker Sanford, the deep man. It is. They're going to pitch to Sanford. Sanford has a gap, and then he's hit inside the 10. But Sanford was the one who had the Dragons touchdown last week. Tried to get him another one there. It looked like for a minute he had a wide open lane to the end zone, and then Titusville filled it quickly. Bring up a 3rd down and about 5. And Warren needs to get to the 3 to pick up a first down.
And that's Sanford's first carry tonight.
Yeah. Well, and that's the way it was last week, too. He didn't touch the ball until the fourth quarter, and all of a sudden he finds himself in the end zone. He is the deep back again. Barnes the up back. Clemente to the near side. And they give to Barnes, and Barnes is going to be close to the first down.
I think he might be about a
half
half a yard short.
A little bit short. They needed to get to the 3, and I think he got down to the 4. So it is 4th and maybe just shy of a 4-yard. Tonight's game also being brought to you in part by Healing Beauty by KJ. For all your hair, makeup, and beauty needs, visit Healing Beauty at 112 Pennsylvania Avenue West in Warren or at shophealingbeauty.com. Big play coming up here for the Dragons. They don't have to get in the end zone. They just need about a yard here to keep the drive alive. And Kaiser's going to keep it himself, and he gets into the end zone on the sneak. Parker Kaiser has one on the board with a 4-yard touchdown run. And just like that, these home fans are back up on their feet, and with 9:08 to play, Generational Wealth Management fourth quarter, Warren's got life here.
Yeah, you don't know what's going to happen coming out here for Titusville on their next drive.
Blum on to attempt the extra point. Gets the kick away and just puts it over the crossbar. 9:08 to play, Generational Wealth Management fourth quarter. Titusville 20, Warren 7. High school football on your daily local, the YDL Sports Network.
For all your automotive needs, look no further than the Warren Tire Center. From new tires to tire repairs, PA state inspections, wheel alignments, and auto detailing, there's so much more that we can do for you, and there's no reason to go anywhere but the Warren Tire Center in Warren, Pennsylvania. With over 40 years of serving the Warren and surrounding communities, it's always been a great day at the Warren Tire Center. We offer same-day service and walk-ins are welcome. Open Monday through Friday from 7:30 a.m. to 5 p.m., the Warren Tire Center can be reached at 814-723-8050 and on the web at warrentirecenter.com.
And Charlie Blum a little slow to get up following that extra point. And he's being helped off, but he is walking off under his own power.
And that's something to note. He's their kicker. Just kicked the extra point there.
Now, the scoreboard still says 6, but they very clearly indicated that extra point was good. So it is 20-7, Titusville leading. 9:08 to play. Generational Wealth Management fourth quarter. And giving the Dragons kickoff team a little extra time to come out here after Blum, and that's Blum has to stay off for this kickoff. So, and with Tage Wyman not dressed tonight, Warren's going to have to find somebody to kick this ball off here. And with that in mind, do you just tell him, hey, just go up and just boot it, or kick that thing on the ground and see if you can't make something happen?
Yeah, you got to think out of all those kids, somebody's kicked the ball at least once, even if it's in the backyard off of somebody's toe.
Well, and apparently we had a penalty on either the touchdown or the extra point. Warren's going to be kicking off from the Titusville 45. I did not see an indication or a flag come out, but Warren's kicking off from the 45. And that is 25, Ryder Wagner.
Boy, if they do decide to onside kick this and are able to retain it.
And it is a little squib kick, but it is fielded by O'Neill. That's 16. We don't have a 16 on the roster that was provided here. But Titusville's going to take over possession, and now here I think you stick with your ground game and try to run out as much of this clock as you can. You don't want to give any momentum.
I think you do. Don't give up any gifts. If Warren is able to climb back another 2 scores, you're going to want to make them earn it. Stick with your ground game. You've done well on the ground, so there's no reason to think that you can't close the game out by running the ball. You have 223 yards on the ground.
And Titusville going to start at its own 23. And they do that shift again. And they're going to give it to O'Neill. And O'Neill picks up about 5 yards. Egger on the stop. And it was Egger that had the huge run to start the fourth quarter that put the Dragons in scoring position. A 4-yard pickup for O'Neill, which is exactly what you want if you're Titusville. 4 yards and a cloud of dust, and keep getting those first downs and churn out this clock.
Yeah, I lean heavy on O'Neill here and just let him run time down as much as he can.
Maybe a little mixed direction with Hartshorn as he goes in motion and he takes the handoff. Trying to turn the corner, and he's not going to get there. He's hit and stopped, and the ball came out at the end. Warren says they have it, and they do. What a huge turn of events. And that's 2 straight possessions that Warren has earned a takeaway, and they're going to start at the Titusville 30. Or make it the 29. And if Warren can punch this one in, this game gets a whole lot more interesting.
Yeah, and just saying, coming into that drive, don't give them any gifts if you want to hold on to this 2-score lead, and then you cough up the football there.
And it's Barnes and Egger in the eye. Clemente near side. Orth on the far side. We've got a whistle. And Titusville is going to take a timeout. Their first of the half. It's a Ross Becker Insurance timeout.
I think that's a good idea. Get your guys collected get them under control, go out there and go to work.
Rossbecker Insurance Group, with locations in Corey, Northeast, and Seneca, strives to deliver a personal and beneficial experience to its customers while providing a great place to work for its valued team members. TeamRossbecker.com. That's Rossbecker. You know, and Cody, you have to wonder if you're Titusville and suddenly Warren scores here and it's a one-possession game, how huge do those penalties loom?
Oh, yeah. I mean,
especially the dual unsportsmanlike that took you from a first down inside the Warren 20 to a third down inside your own 30.
Yeah, you have as a team right now, you have 110 yards in penalties, pretty much split in each half.
Yeah.
You top that off with a couple of turnovers here in the second half. Warren didn't get any turnovers from Titusville in the first half. You top that off with a couple of turnovers. Any coach will tell you it's very hard to win games when you lead with penalties and you turn the ball over.
1st and 10 at the Titusville 29. Warren looking to make this a one-score game. Egger and Barnes in the backfield. Orth and Clemente split out. Kaiser looking. Throws, and it's behind Clemente. He tried to come back to it, but slipped.
Kaiser's pass goes left, looking for Tommaso Clemente. Pass falls.
Well, you have to assume they're going to go 4-down territory.
Oh, absolutely.
So I don't hate that decision. Try to do something quick, catch them off guard. You haven't thrown the ball a lot, and Clemente, if he can get the ball in his hand
and get him in space,
yeah, it might be 7 yards. It might be a touchdown in the way he runs.
Make it 2nd down and 10. And Dragons will come out same formation. And again, if they can get Clemente, he's one-on-one out there with Sawyer Wolfkeel. If they can get him the ball in space, he only needs to make one guy miss. It's Egger who shakes a tackle. Egger fighting through. He breaks free again. Aiden Egger down to the 11.
And he is amped up. And there is a flag on the field after he was down.
Indication is against Warren.
Penalty marker at the end of the play.
Or the line judge just coming in. I thought he was pointing that it was against the Dragons. We'll see what the call is here. It's a big one. And it is against the Dragons.
An illegal block.
An illegal block in the back against Warren, but we'll see where they're going to take him back from the end of the run. And so it will be
spot of the foul, which means it's still 2nd down. The ball is on the left hash of the Titusville.
It'll be Warren at the Titusville 22, 2nd and about 3 here. And I'd keep feeding Aiden Egger right now.
Yeah, the way he's running, just rabid.
And they pitch to him. Gets a block from Barnes. Squirts through, and he's got, looks like just enough for the Ty Nesta Builder Supply first down.
Takes it to the 20-yard line.
They're going to call him just short.
He had to get
across the 20. So, I mean, really just kind of line up and let Kaiser sneak this one here. And
yeah, you were able to go 4 yards for a touchdown earlier.
Yeah. Kaiser under center. And they give to Egger. Going to be stopped and driven back. He actually lost a half a yard.
Yeah, in a situation like that, they're gonna bombard the middle of that right there down in the trenches. You don't have time to let a play develop. If you're going to hand it off, it's got to either go outside or you got to do a sneak.
And it's 4th and about 1.5, maybe full 2 here. And this could be the ball game right here, Cody, with 6:35 to play. Generational Wealth Management, 4th quarter. Dragons trying to capitalize on a Titusville fumble and make this a one-score game. Got to get the first down here. And Kaiser going to try to keep it himself, and he falls forward. Going to depend on the spot, but I think he's got it.
Yeah, I think he's down at the 19.
That is a Ty Nesta Builder Supply first down, and Titusville had him stopped initially, and he just lunged forward.
I can't believe why they didn't let Kaiser.
They're going to measure this.
Looks like we got an official timeout. We're going to take a measurement on this play.
And the home crowd not happy that they're going to measure this here. But
I still think he's got it where that ball is and where the sticks are. Unless that chain wasn't pulled perfectly tight, I got to imagine.
Here we go. This, like I said, this could be the game right here. They're bringing the chains out. I mean, the lunge looked like he was well in front. We'll see. Here's the measurement. And it is well, they got to pull it again.
No boy.
Still no signal.
The fans
still having some issues getting the chain set properly. And it is a first down for Warren. Titusville Builder Supply, first down for the Dragons.
And I got to tell you, Brian, I can't help but crack up. Situations like that, it's real tense, games on the line sort of thing. And then you get a fan that just, doesn't yell anything, just funny. You love that.
You thought maybe they were going to bring out the index card on that one. So it is Titusville Builder Supply, first down and 10 at the Titusville 19, 6:15 to play. Generational Wealth Management, fourth quarter. Kaiser in the pistol. And to give is to Egger. Egger tries to turn the corner. He's got some space. Aiden Egger. And stopped just inside the 5.
4-yard line.
Left and left. Makes it inside the 5-yard line.
And that's another Titusville Builder Supply, first down. It'll be first and goal from the 4. 5:59 left. And I did see Charlie Blum back out on the field, so they will have him, assuming there's no further injury, if they need to do another kickoff here. But again, Cody, I'm just feed Aiden Egger right now.
Yeah, Aiden Egger with 114 yards on 14
and
carries.
Give it to Barnes, and he's stopped immediately. No gain there. It'll be second and goal.
Stopped at the line of scrimmage.
And you wonder on that play, is that just, as much as you want to give that ball back to Egger, is that just give him an opportunity to breathe, give your offense an opportunity to breathe?
And we've got a timeout taken by Warren. That is their first of the half.
First of the second half.
And stops the clock with 5:24 to play. It's another Ross Becker Insurance timeout. I want to thank our friends down at Ross Becker for sponsoring and helping us bring you tonight's ball game. That's, like we said, Cody, suddenly got very interesting.
Yes, it did.
Thanks to a couple of Titusville turnovers and some big runs by Aiden Egger.
I mean, in the first half, Warren ran 26 plays, had 88 yards total on offense, 45 rushing yards. Here in the second half, Warren has 152 yards on the ground. So on top of those turnovers, on top of the penalties, Warren has been able to run the ball well. They've actually outrushed Titusville here in the second half. They have 120 yards.
All right, so it'll be second and goal from the 4. Dragons trying to make this a one-score game, and that attempt at a 2-point conversion, Cody, that Titusville tried to run some kind of trick play, could be ready to loom large here in the final 5
certainly
minutes.
Something to think about if Warren's able to get in and get the extra point here.
Loaded backfield here for the Dragons. Kaiser in the pistol, sends a man in motion. And the give is to Egger. He cuts back inside and is stopped. Maybe gained a yard there. It'll be third and goal.
Aiden Egger takes the handoff.
And now they mark him back at the line of scrimmage. So it's first and goal from the 4.
4-yard line, where it would be third and goal.
I'm sure he's probably telling the QB, I want the ball.
Pitch to Egger. Egger is stopped up and gets down to the 2. And we're 4:45 to play in the fourth quarter. And here it is, fourth and goal.
Now, do you go to Egger here? Do you go with Kaiser up the middle? Do you do something that you haven't ran so far in this drive? Is this where maybe you pull out that reverse that you were able to burn them on earlier, but also made a mistake on?
Maybe run a quarterback option with Kaiser and Egger, and they've got a decision to make, force the defense to commit one way or the other. And
if they run that option, they got to make sure Egger has to make sure he puts himself a little bit further away from Kaiser.
4th and goal from the 2, and they give it direct snap, pushing, and not going to get there. It was Noah Bleach took the snap, and he only got down to the 1. And a huge stand from the Titusville defense. It's going to be Titusville ball, 1st and 10 from the Rockets 1.
And to be transparent, Brian, I don't know if there's a correct or incorrect call. When you're on the 2, there's a lot of different plays you can run, in a lot of different ways you can go wrong or right.
Yeah, I think I'd have done something on the edge. I see most of your big gains, your explosive plays have come on the edge, and not had a ton of room right up the middle.
Yeah, certainly with Egger, you would want to go, on the edge outside.
And I understand you ran this. You brought Bleach into as Titusville takes its second time out. And this is no gimme here for Titusville. They're down right on the 1. The nose of the ball is on the 1 yard line.
Yeah, and this seems like it can be an opportunity for Warren, or this could also burn Warren. If they're able to bring the house, get the safety, all works out great. They bring the house, and Titusville is able to get that pop pass off or whatever. And I mean, because you're only going to have to throw about 10 yards behind that defensive line.
Oh, yeah.
And you're going to be able to probably take it to the house or pretty close.
4:02 left. Generational Wealth Management, 4th quarter. Titusville leading 20-7. Slammed the door on the Dragons from the 2. They brought Noah Bleach in to run the quarterback sneak. And I think, did that maybe give it away? Did you tip your hand by changing the quarterback?
Yeah, and I've never been a fan of that, whether it's college, NFL, high school. You roll with the guys that you have, unless you're very, very confident that you're going to win that offensive defensive line battle. And it's kind of been back and forth all night. I probably should have stuck with the quarterback.
And someone gives to O'Neal, and he's hit and plows forward. Get back to the line of scrimmage, was nearly stopped in the end zone.
Might have lost about a half a yard.
I think they're going to put it right back at the 1.
Okay.
He had a second surge. It looked like that kind of put him back out on the 1. It's 2nd and 10. But again, that's exactly what you want if you're Warren, except that you're losing about a minute here of time to try to come back in this one.
I wouldn't be surprised at all if you see Titusville go to the air here. Real quick pass.
And Sellen's going to keep it himself, and he'll get out to the 5, gives Titusville some breathing room. Make it 3rd down and 6. And Warren's got 2 timeouts left here. When do you start thinking about using it? If you get a stop here, obviously you take one, right?
Yeah, I think so. And maybe that's what they were waiting for, is if they needed to use it when they had them at the 1 and they got a safety, then you might have wasted a timeout.
So 3rd and 6. Titusville shifts. Sellen's got O'Neal to his right. Gives to O'Neal, cuts back, and he's got a lane. And Jaden O'Neal sprinting. Clemente trying to catch him from behind, and he does. But Jaden O'Neal
just shows you how fast Clemente is there.
May have just shut the door on the hopes of a Warren comeback. Goes down to the Warren 13. And so that's 82-yard run for Jaden O'Neal when Titusville needed it the most. First and 10 on the Warren 13. A Tie Nesta Builder Supply first down for the Rockets. And Sellen gives, and not much doing there for Weston Wakefield on the carry.
Weston Wakefield
Right now, if you're Titusville, Warren's not taking the time out here. You're going to let this clock run all the way down as far as you can.
About 2nd and 7. Titusville.
3-yard gain makes it 2nd down and 7 from the 10. And Selling fakes, keeps it himself, and he's hit immediately at the line of scrimmage. Tackled by a host of Dragons. And that was Hayden Raphael, the first one to get to him. We'll bring it a 3rd and 7, but we're under a minute to play. And credit to the Rockets.
Yeah.
Their defense stood tall when they absolutely had to have it, and then they gave it to their guy, Jaden O'Neal, and he breaks off an 82-yard run to slam the door and presumably lead Titusville to its first victory of the season. And Selland gives to, that's 32, Dalton Knapp, and
Takes the handoff.
I think they stopped him at the 1.
It's a touchdown.
The umpire looks a little confused. It is a touchdown for Dalton Knapp. A lot of confusion there. I thought the official on the far side signaled touchdown, but it was kind of halfway.
Mm-hmm.
And so Chatham on to attempt the extra point with 14.3 seconds left. High snap, and the kick is blocked. And so it's 26-7, and a flag comes out at the end of the extra point. Well, and this is interesting because especially if it's against Titusville, because they've already had a couple unsportsmanlike. You get another one here, you get tossed. You're missing next week most likely, and is that really worth it?
No, absolutely not. It puts a sour taste in your mouth after you walk away with a win.
And a lengthy huddle. The officials come out, and you got a dead ball, unsportsmanlike. That one's going to go against Warren.
Call against the Dragons at the end of the point after a touch.
And so Titusville would assume kicking off from the Warren 45. With 14.3 seconds to go. Titusville going to earn its first win of the season here, leading 26-7. And I'll remind you to stay tuned for the Icy Ink post-game show. We'll have the scoring summary, final game stats, a look at the out-of-town scoreboard, and our Icy Ink player of the game. So Chad, I'm going to kick off from the Warren 45. And a little squib kick is fielded. And that was Scott Nichols on the return. And 9.6 seconds left in this one. About time for just about enough time for Warren to try to take a shot here and make this thing a little closer.
Yeah, Warren has a chance here to at least get some pride points.
Yeah. So let's see what the Dragons want to do here with 9.6 seconds left in this one. It's certainly not near enough time to mount a comeback. And Kaiser's just going to kneel it down, and that will do it here from Warren Memorial Field. The Rockets pick up their first win of the season, 26-7. They defeat the Warren Dragons, move to 1-4 on the year. Warren falls to 1-4. Stay tuned for the Icy Ink post-game show, final game stats, the scoring summary, look at the out-of-town scoreboard, and our Icy Ink player of the game, all coming up right here on your daily local, the YDL Sports Network.
Ready to break into a rewarding career? Elwood National Forge can help. Elwood National Forge produces critical defense-rated parts to all branches of the United States military, meaning each day our employees are doing their part to support the men and women protecting our country. With multiple positions currently available and several career paths to choose from, Elwood National Forge offers on-site and on-the-job training, competitive pay and benefits, including 401k and insurance that start the date of hire, paid time off, and long-term job security. We'd love to support you in building a career. To learn more about becoming part of the Elwood National Forge family, visit enfjobs.com.
For all your automotive needs, look no further than the Warren Tire Center. From new tires to tire repairs, PA state inspections, wheel alignments, and auto detailing, there's so much more that we can do for you, and there's no reason to go anywhere but the Warren Tire Center in Warren, Pennsylvania. With over 40 years of serving the Warren and surrounding communities, it's always been a great day at the Warren Tire Center. We offer same-day service and walk-ins are welcome. Open Monday through Friday from 7:30 a.m. to 5 p.m., the Warren Tire Center can be reached at 814-723-8050 and on the web at warrentirecenter.com.
You've got dreams, might even be something big. Imagine what you could do with the right solutions. Secured against evolving threats and set up to make the right decisions faster. At Acrisure, we help protect and grow everything you've worked so hard to build. We are the brightest people using the best of technology. We are an extraordinary advantage for you. We are Acrisure.
Here at the Warren County Chamber of Business and Industry, we like to focus on our community and help our local businesses expand and succeed.
Why join WCCBF? Not only do we offer a way for local businesses to grow and prosper, but we also provide business development, community involvement, and member benefits.
Becoming a member of WCCBI includes benefits such as networking and ribbon cutting.
Become a member or to see additional information, visit WCCBI.org today.
With locations in Shippensville and Tionesta, Tionesta Builder Supply is a full-service home improvement center specializing in everything you need to build or remodel your home. From power tools and accessories to paint and sundries and general hardware merchandise, Tionesta Builders has everything you need to get your project done quickly. Find out more at tionestabuilders.us and like them on Facebook.
At AGI Industries in Clarendon, our state-of-the-art fabrication facility brings your custom-engineered products to life. With cutting-edge machinery and skilled professionals, we deliver precision-crafted solutions tailored to your needs. From trench box and storage container rentals to sandblasting, refurbishing, and painting equipment, plus expert metal fabrication, compressor stations, filters, separators, ASME vessels, and pig loaders, AGI Industries is your one-stop shop for quality and innovation. Call 814-728-6050 for more information or to secure a rental.
When it's your special day, we know you want everything to be just perfect. That's why at the Allegheny Grill in Foxburg, we spared no expense in creating our new indoor-outdoor wood-framed event center with waterfalls, gorgeous views of the Allegheny River, a fire pit, and plenty of parking. The Allegheny Grill in Foxburg will take care of everything from catering to bartending, so all you have to do is bring the fun. We do it all for your wedding, anniversary party, corporate event, and so much more. One look at our new facility and we know you'll fall in love. And remember, the view is always free at the Allegheny Grill in Foxburg, PA.
Welcome into the Icy Ink post-game show. For all your screen printing and embroidery needs, call Icy Ink at 814-688-0034 or visit them online at icyink.com. That's ICYYink.com. Let's meet, drink coffee, and design some cool shirts. Be cool. Wear Icy. Your final here from War Memorial Field. Titusville picks up its first win of the season, 26-7 over Warren. And let's take a look now at our Hunter Station Golf Club scoring summary. Score a great round of golf at Hunter Station Golf Club just outside of Titusville, online, hunterstation.com. First play of the second quarter, Alex Hartshorn goes 22 yards, walks in for the first points of the night. Max Chatham kicks the extra point. It's 7-0 Titusville, and that was our halftime score. In the third quarter, after Michael Culpepper picked off Parker Kaiser, Titusville set up at the Dragons 26, and Hartshorn a few plays later able to take it in from the 10. Chatham made the kick to make it 14-0, 5:14 to play in the third. Just a couple of minutes later, Jaden O'Neill waits for a hole to open up that takes it up the middle, 33 yards for the Rockets' third score of the night. The two-point attempt failed, made it 20-0. In the fourth quarter, after Chris Orth with a one-handed interception, Parker Kaiser takes it in from the 4-yard line with a keeper to get Warren its first points of the game. Charlie Blum made the kick, made it 20-7. And then with 14 seconds left in this one, Jaden O'Neill gets Titusville out of the shadow of its own goal line with an 82-yard run. Then Dalton Knapp rumbles it in 11 yards for the score, and the kick was blocked. Our final 26-7. That was your Hunter Station Golf Club scoring summary. Visit them online, hunterstation.com. We'll take a look now at our Warren Forest High Ed Council final game stats. The Warren Forest High Ed Council has been serving Warren and Forest County for more than 40 years. Visit high-ed.com to learn more. First, for the visiting Rockets, ran 46 plays for 400 yards and an 8.7 yards per play clip. On the ground, Jaden O'Neill had 18 carries for 227 yards and a touchdown. Brody Sellen had 7 carries for 13 yards. Alex Hartshorn, 9 carries, 75 yards and 2 scores. Dalton Knapp, 1 carry, 11 yards and a touchdown. And Weston Wakefield, 1 carry for 2 yards. Sellen was 7 of 10 passing for 72 yards and an interception. Adam Reynolds had 4 catches for 40 yards. Jimmy Becker, 1 catch for 25 yards. Culpepper, 1 catch for 1 yard. And Weston Wakefield, 1 catch for 6 yards. For the Dragons, they ran 51 offensive plays for 243 yards. Leading the way on the ground, Aiden Egger, 16 carries, 116 yards. Aiden Corbett had 11 carries for 26. Kaiser, 7 for 9 and a touchdown. Tommaso Clemente, 2 carries, 32 yards. Colby Zinger, 2 for 2. Tucker Sanford, 1 for 8. Zach Barnes, 3 for 6. And Noah Bleach, 1 for 1 yard. Kaiser was 3 of 8, passing for 43 yards and 2 interceptions. Noah Bleach, Chris Orth, and Aiden Corbett each had a reception. Bleach for 20 yards, Orth for 8, and Corbett for 15. Your final game stats brought to you by the Warren Forest High Ed Council. As our Cody Helms is down there waiting to grab our Icy Ink player of the game. And we'll let him get set up here. And then we'll take a look at the out-of-town scoreboard. Looks like he's just about ready, so. And we'll get in tight with Cody and our Icy Ink player of the game. And Cody, take it away.
Okay, thank you, Brian. I'm here with Jaden O'Neill after the 26-7 win, Titusville's first win. Jaden, my first question is, first win. What's going through your mind after that?
I feel we executed a lot better than we have weeks prior defensively especially, but our blocks on offense have gotten tremendously better.
You had 18 carries, 227 yards, and a touchdown, average 13 yards per carry. You had 3 carries for over 20 yards, including that big 82-yarder in the closing minutes of the game. So first, you had to grind it out all night. What was your mentality coming in as the running back, as a workhorse tonight?
Mostly just to follow my blocks and just chop my feet. When something's not there, just don't stop and just keep going and drop my shoulder and just try to.
And then that 82-yarder, I mean, that had to feel good to break free. You already have the team's longest run and the team's longest pass coming into this game. To break loose for that 82-yarder, I guess one is, how did you feel after you got that, other than tired? And then the other question is, are you going to try to top that next week?
Yes, I am. And it feels really good, but I feel I can make that same run from the same yard line, but take it for a touchdown instead of getting caught.
And then lastly, you guys had to overcome some penalties, a couple turnovers there in the second half. You had penalties throughout the game. Is that going to be a focus as you guys go on further in the season to clean that up?
Yes. When the play's over, we need to stop, and I'm a big part of that. And I need to stop when I hear the whistle instead of I sometimes miss it and I keep going when I shouldn't be. And I feel that we can improve that.
Okay, thank you very much, Jaden. I appreciate it, and good game.
Thank you.
All right, that was our Icy Ink player of the game, Jaden O'Neill from Titusville. He's got himself a shirt courtesy of Icy Ink, and Cody's going to get that picture for us here. And as he's doing that, we'll get set to take a look at the Generational Wealth Management out-of-town scoreboard. World-class investment services and internationally recognized insurance products from Northwestern Mutual, an industry leader. Find out more at gwm.nm.com. And we'll refresh the out-of-town scoreboard here. Over in District 9 last night, Brookville defeated Bradford 49-27. Games that are final in District 9, Smethport 53, Bucktail 28, Port Allegheny 36, Red Bank Valley 6, Punxsutawney 22, Karnes City 19, DuBois 42, St. Mary's 13. At the half, Claysburg-Kimmel leads Kerwinsville 25-6. Central Clarion's leading Brockway 30-0 in the third quarter. That's a game you can see right here on the YDL Sports Network. In the fourth quarter, Clearfield leads Huntington 27-14. Keystone all over Montauk 54-0 in the fourth. Kane 56, Otto Eldred 24 also in the fourth quarter. And in the fourth quarter, Union AC Valley leading Ridgeway 13-9. In District 10, Conneaut has a 21-8 lead over Northwestern in the fourth quarter. General McLean leading Corey 42-12 in the third. And in a game that you can see right here live on the YDL Sports Network, your daily local, Eisenhower has a 20-0 lead over Cochranton in the third. Erie leading Hickory 23-16 third quarter. Oil City defeated Fairview 56-0 in the third quarter. Northeast all over Franklin 55-0. Grove City has a 14-6 lead over Fort LaBeouf in the fourth. Cambridge Springs leading Iroquois 21-0 in the third. McDowell has come back and has taken a 35-27 third quarter lead over Meadville. At the half, Greenville all over Mercer 43-0. And in the fourth quarter, Harbor Creek with a 21-19 lead over Mercyhurst Prep. Reynolds leads Lakeview 59-12 in the fourth. Girard with a 21-20 lead over Seneca at the half. In the fourth quarter, Slippery Rock 42, Sharpsville 7. And a couple other games that have gone final. Sagertown defeats Union City 48-10. Wilmington over Grand Valley, Ohio 49-13. Looking ahead to tomorrow, Cameron County is at Coudersport in District 9, while it's the Steel Bowl Sharon at Farrell in District 10. That has been a look at the Generational Wealth Management out-of-town scoreboard, and Cody's just brought up on your daily local YDL Sports Network this game final now from Cochranton. Eisenhower, a 33-8 winner over the Cardinals, and the Knights moved to 4-1 on the season. And Cody, Warren had a golden opportunity late in this ball game, but credit Titusville, their defense stood up when they had to.
Yeah, the defense stood up, made a play. After they had a string of negative plays there with turnovers and they had penalties throughout the game, They were able to dial it up when they needed to, and then as we spoke to Jaden O'Neill, he was able to break that 82-yarder, which pretty much would have ended the game regardless of that extra touchdown anyways. But on the Dragons side of things, I saw a lot of things I liked. They had a lot of opportunities tonight. I think they need to capitalize a little bit more. They definitely need to finish, but they've got something with Aiden Egger that I think they need to continue to explore, because his second half numbers compared to his first half numbers, a pretty big increase. He had 32 yards in the first half, 84 in the second half.
And was running with a purpose, was running with authority, was decisive when he saw a lane, he made the cut, made the run, whether it broke for a big one or it closed on him, he was decisive. He had good vision. That's definitely something that Warren is going to have to lean on going forward. Conversely, you've got to have some conversations with Kaiser and Corbett about ball security. You can't have 4 turnovers in the game and expect to win.
Yeah, something was just off with Corbett a little bit today, and that happens. And there are two different styles of running backs, and sometimes one running back, sometimes it's just the matchup that your quicker running back matches up better against this defense, and then next week Corbett may match up better against that defense. So sometimes it's that. But Corbett, unfortunately, didn't do himself any favors with ball control. Kaiser as well. But both are sophomores, Corbett and Egger. So the Aiden running back tandem.
Going to be here for a while.
It's going to be here for a while, and I think they're seeing some positive things, some sparks that they're hoping will ignite the program going forward.
Well, and if you're Titusville, how do you build on this win? I mean, you made some mistakes late, but again, you defense came up when you had to have it, and you put it away. You got your first win of the season. How do you build on that and get wins number 2, 3, 4 as the season goes on?
I mean, those dead ball fouls and that sort of thing, the personal fouls, and that has to go. Well, and that's the easiest thing to fix. If you're the head coach, that's the easiest thing to sit your guys down and say, this is not going to happen. I'm setting it at precedence right now. Hold those guys accountable. Wouldn't be surprised if they're all going to celebrate tonight. Yeah. They've got homecoming coming up next weekend, but there might be a little bit of running in the middle. Right. Might be a little bit, a little bit of you're going to remember this day type of stuff. So that they're able to clean that up. As far as the turnovers go, you're going to have turnovers. You don't want them,
right?
But they're going to happen, and I think they responded well by finishing off the game when they had that little streak of turnovers.
I think if you're Titusville, you kind of look at this game and you go back and you look at film and you say, hey, were it not for some self-inflicted wounds here, this potentially was a 30 or 40 point ball game. With the way some of those turnovers came out and the turnovers, but
they kept Warren in this game when they had chances to shut them out of it.
And conversely, if you're the Dragons, again, we have to find a way to finish drives.
Yes.
You still have one game. You're 5 games into the season. You're halfway through the season. You have one game so far where you've scored multiple touchdowns. You got to find a way to get the ball in the end zone.
Yeah, absolutely. And I'll I guess I'll close with this. If this was the Dragons team that of last year, the year before, that mental aspect I keep preaching about, I don't know if they hang on to force those turnovers. I don't know if they have that drive to go down and score. So they're definitely growing as a team, and I see a lot of positives there. But yeah, capitalizing and finishing things, that's going to be the big hurdle this season.
So with that, we're going to get out of here. Cody, you and I are going to be in Girard next week as the Dragons travel to take on the Yellow Jackets. We're locked in a battle here tonight. So it'll be interesting to see what Girard comes in, what type of game they come in off of, what kind of mood they're in as we are out in Girard. But that will do it for us here from War Memorial Field in Warren. Your final one more time. Titusville picks up its first win of the season, 26-7 over Warren. For Cody Elms, this is Brian Hagberg on your Daily Local, the YDL Sports Network, saying thank you so much for tuning in and have a great weekend.